Ballbusters is not real life. The characters represented on Ballbusters are all fake. They're not real at all. They are exaggerations of actual personalities. You will be offended. You will be shamed. You will regret your life decisions, but you're here by choice, and you have acquiesced to what you will experience. No lawsuits can ensue.
No, I hear water. I hear scaries. I hear scaries. Give me a second. Give me a second. I'm not pausing. Grabbing Jay. Grabbing Jay. Jay is going in my shirt.
I knew what you meant, Kratos.
Happy time.
What are you doing?
Time. Happy time.
Okay, I'm gonna add another minute to the no pausing.
Why?
Because you made an excuse just to get another plushie.
Do you not hear it?
Oh, I hear it, motherfucker. I don't care.
No, 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 no. Safe spot, safe spot, safe spot, safe spot.
That was me.
Fuck you!
All right, what you got? All right, no, you got to take your hat off. You got to comb the hair the right way. Come on, man, commit. Oh, it naturally fell that way. It naturally fell.
GHAL!
Oh, it's working. Oh my God, you really are. You really are an anti-Semite, aren't you? Those are the good ones. Adolf Hitler.
Adolf Hitler.
Shitler. Shitler.
Dass ich anständig meine Zeit verwendet habe im Dienste meines Volkes.
Do you understand what you're dealing with here? This is Blaster from Thunderdome. He has the mind of a child. He is a retard. He doesn't understand what he's doing. He doesn't understand what he's saying. Therefore, you're picking on this. You're thinking it's a trophy for beating him. And the level of insults you people level at him, that is a fraction of what we do to him in private. I mean, this motherfucker Velcros his shoes on, and he still crosses them so they don't come undone. So do you think he's bothered by you? No, I'm more bothered that I have to roll out of bed and defend his retarded ass. And then you cowards block me after 4 seconds because you can't handle the pushback. So enjoy your achievement for dealing with a man-child like this. Congratulations.
Okay, I know this is a really bad idea, but I'm already here, so here we fucking go. Right. Extra noses pounces on you, ooh, you're so warm. Couldn't help but notice your bolts from across the floor. Noses your necky wacky till day Matilda, hee hee. Unzips your baggiest pants, oh baby, you so musky. Take me home, pet me, and make me yours, and don't forget to stuff me. See me like my widow, baby, tail for your bulgy. Kisses and lickies your neck. I hope daddy likey, nuzzles and wuzzles your chest. I be getting thirsty. Hey, I got a little itch, you think you can help me? Only 7 inches long, ooh, please adopt me. Paws on your butt as I lick my lips. Ooh, punish me please. Gotta hit him with this furry shit, he don't see it coming.
That's it! Killing you both!
Hands slurpy gummy, the creep look the same. Stares at him shaking, he's a coward and clean. Mom and dad bang loud, he's a whimpering wreck. Truck stop, sleaze begging for some neck. Pizza box scale, what a pitiful sight. Steps on that grease, he's a loser by night. VTubers laugh at this desperate fool. We'll roast him raw, it's the Ballbusters rule. Ballbusters fly into the groove. Dummies in the crosshairs, got no moves to prove. Hell's gonna torch him, rip his soul to shreds. Dancing for rip your truck style creds. Burn him. Truck stop hound, he's a bat like a
ain't competing of the flops. This go dumb is done, like the roasting not stop. Ballbusters right into the groove. Dummies in the crosshairs, got no moves to prove. Panels gonna torch him, rip his soul to shreds. Dance you rip your truck stop creds.
Hello!
Fucking VTuber bands over, and I hate life because of it. God damn it.
Welcome to Ballbusters, the return of VTubers, mind you. By the way, guys, we are using Restream, and I have to just...
That's why GHAL isn't here tonight. She fucking knew.
Yeah, that's actually...
That's why she's not here tonight.
I have a sad thing, though, to say. Whatever. The chat's broken on Restream, so I can't pull it up. So that's fucking great. So I have you guys all over here, so I won't be able to pull up super chats and stuff. I will be able to see it. Just, I'm sorry.
Just bring up the back room on YouTube.
That's what I have. I have the background on YouTube, Rumble, Kick, and Twitch. But yes, we have that. I just can't bring it up on Restream proper. But anyways, we're here. I got bisexual lighting now, mind you. Look at all this stuff. Look how pretty this all is. Look at my new setup. You look at the background. I got the F&T people
up, you
here.
gaybo.
I got Real BBC back there. I got J Bear. You know, I love it. I'm happy.
Yeah, you want J Bear in your shirt again, don't you?
A little bit, yeah. But anyways,
you need to put in the real clip of that of us watching you and mocking you. You need that one.
No.
Yes.
Because that promotes you.
Yes. Well, it promotes me, it promotes Dom, it promotes Kratos. we were all watching you and laughing.
Yeah. But hey. But also, guys, like Adam said, the ban's over.
Yeah.
The ban is over.
I am gooning. I'm forming.
Oh,
I hate this. I hate it.
I'm so happy. I'm
Jeremy,
so
you're in
happy.
public. People can see this.
People have
You
seen a
want to
lot
know
of
what?
things with him in public.
You want to know what?
Bitch!
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's only gonna get worse.
exactly.
You have
don't
no
know what
idea.
you got into.
You have no idea.
I have
Wait,
to hunt
hold
them
on.
all down and re-add them.
So I'm new to this. Is this like a sexual thing for you?
It's
Not completely.
It's
Not completely.
I love VTubers.
Just a little bit.
Just a little sexual, you know, just kinda. They're awesome, but I mean, at the same time, they got big boobies.
Oh,
I need you to move to. I need you to move to Las Vegas immediately, so that I can put a real woman in your vicinity. This
I
is
don't want a
unacceptable.
hooker. Thank
He's
you
already
very
got
much.
Cloud.
Unless she has a penis, you're out of luck.
You got to tell Theo about Clermy.
No, we don't need to
No,
talk about
Cloud's
that.
not here yet. Cloud's not here yet. There's no point.
Yeah. But what I do have to say, guys, if you want VTubers to go away, again, that's $100. There won't be any VTubers next week, but you got to do the $100. You guys been failing. You've been failing and only made me stronger. So now I got to torture you all with VTubers. But anyways, Adam, how are you doing? Are you excited for VTubers?
Oh, go fuck yourself in your own ear. No, I'm not. I could have done without that forever. Only person on our crew or extended crew is Hayden, who likes that stuff, and you two could talk about it for hours, or the rest of us take a nap. That'd be great. Anyway, no, I guess I'm here as always. It's been an interesting week, and I don't have a bit planned, so we can move on. I got nothing.
I mean, you could try.
No, I don't feel like.
Hey,
trying.
it's
no.
Jewish
Listen,
month,
no.
this.
You know what? Here's a bit. You don't get a try because of VTubers. You don't get a try. You get nothing, and you like it. All right. I'm gonna sit here.
Try?
I'm not gonna try. No, I'm not even gonna try. No, I'm not even gonna try.
Okay,
VTuber,
you're just gonna sit there like a dead fish.
I'm gonna take the dead fish and beat you over the head.
But that's you trying.
No, that's me retaliating. The difference.
Yeah, that's you trying, and I get that you're trying.
No. Retaliation means you have attacked, and I'm returning in favor. Trying means I initiate. I'm not going to
Adam, you need to realize something, okay? Sunday
All
is
right.
the beginning of our most holiest
All right,
of months.
all right,
Okay.
all right. You want to play this game? You really want to play this game with me right now?
Yes.
Okay, all right. You have forced my hand, young man. I'm going. Listen. I know exactly what to do to make you cry. Okay.
No,
I
you
know
don't.
exactly what it. Yeah. Oh, I do. I do.
No, you don't.
Are you
Yes.
guys flirting right now? What's going on?
Yes.
I'm
No,
never-
this
I'm
is-
never-
this
they're they're an
no,
old
this is
married
hatred.
couple.
No, this what this is hatred. All right.
old
So
married
share my
couple.
screen. Share my screen. Share my screen. I dare you.
I'm-
Share my screen. I dare you.
Okay,
I
there it
dare
is.
Trying
you.
to figure it out. It's a new
fuck you.
platform.
Yeah. There you go. Come on. I'll do it again. I'll make a little. Yeah. There you go. There you go. Yeah. Still want to play?
Oh, God. I need to be bred! I need to be bred!
All right. I will counter this. Oh no, you want to play? All right. How about this one? I had this one saved for later. We'll play this one. All right. Come on.
This got real.
Here we go.
Okay, I'm getting it.
Want some bugs?
Oh God!
Want some bugs?
Oh, that looks delicious.
Come on.
Third world countries need to be
grief.
exterminated.
Gross.
You want me to go find that that one Asian chick in the room with the bugs again? Remember that one? I could find.
You're giving me money and admitting.
Oh, there's more.
Oh.
It just kept playing.
Why? Why is this a thing? Why are they like this?
Ugh.
Yes, release the McCracken woo, and I'm trying to see you all, but we're in a weird spot. Static's supposed to be here. He said he was gonna come on. He was here earlier, looking at my lighting, making sure that was gay enough.
Yeah,
He's
that's his
not
job.
even here. I'm hurt, but at least I have a furry here to help me out. How you doing, Alf?
I like the lighting there. You got the proper alphabet mafia thing going on there. But
Yeah.
Watching some of those video clips, I got to congratulate you, Dermy, because you lost a lot of weight. But I also have to wonder, how did it find its way back to you?
Dermy fat.
Dermy fat.
Oh, it's because I fucked your mom.
Okay.
Yeah.
Doesn't explain how the fat got back on you.
Cannibalism, that's how.
Cannibalism.
He is a cannibal. He is a cannibal. That's
Yeah.
He'll eat anything,
Quite
especially
literally,
especially penis shaped.
You're penis shaped, so I'll eat you. That was a bad one.
That was a bad one. That was a bad
It's
one.
I'm trying to think of a comeback. I'll just eat you. I'm fat enough. I'm like Big Mom from One Piece, Adam. I'll just eat you. Gain your horny furry powers.
I am
Only
ready to
Adam
talk
gets
about.
that. Only
the
Adam gets that joke.
I am ready to talk
Yeah, I
about.
wish I didn't.
The recent news on the Fantastic Four. It's hilarious. We all predicted it.
We're gonna talk Fantastic Four. We're gonna talk Superman. Jesus Christ, what the fuck's going on there? I don't fully believe it, but at the same time, I'm not putting it past Warner Brothers to be that retarded. We got a lot to talk about, but we got a special person here to finally join us to talk about this. And I say finally.
Oh my God! Stop.
Shut up. Because he was supposed to be here last week. But the fucker doesn't know how the calendar works and doesn't understand how travel works. So, he had a dip. But now he's here to shame and to realize that he fucked up royally because he doesn't understand travel time and shit like that.
It was the hookers.
No, that's true. Well, you guys are both a little bit right. It was a little bit of everything. I am a grown man who doesn't know how to use a calendar. That's my bad. I'm here, but I'm here now. I'm so happy you invited me. I love this show. I didn't know about the VTubers before I came up, though. That would have changed my calculation.
It's been a few months since he's been allowed to do it.
I was not allowed to do VTubers for 11 weeks.
Have you thought about talking to women in real life?
I talk to women.
He's
in real
afraid
life.
of them, especially if they're bunny girls.
Well,
I
here's
talk
the
to
problem, Theo. He likes dick.
Well, that's fine. That's even.
That's
that
fine.
actually makes it a lot easier. I'm being honest.
Yeah.
It's men are.
I
a
talked to
lot
GHAL.
easier.
But she hates you.
It's a love-hate relationship.
Yeah, she's like my sister. It's easy to talk to her. I talk to
Yeah, buddy.
coworkers that are women. I can talk to real life people. I just choose not to. That's my
Rude for you,
excuse,
bro.
and I'm sticking with it.
You just talk to us assholes.
Bro, come out to Vegas. We'll take you out. I'll introduce you to some nice ladies. It'll be fun.
They're all going to be hookers and strippers.
They're not all gonna be hookers.
That's
So
why I
they'll
said
be
they're hookers
strippers.
and strippers. It's a 50-50 shot on which
You
one's
gotta
going to be
stop
which.
using my past behavior against me. That's so rude.
What? No,
The problem
no.
is
Okay,
both will only
Theo.
love you as long as you have money.
Exactly.
That's
But
not
at the
true.
same time, Theo.
That's
well,
not true. I get along great with them. I never give them money.
Yeah, they just go after his, his inner organs.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also, like, he really doesn't get along great with strippers. He might say that, but he made one cry and one really hates his guts.
Yeah. Well, that's you don't understand how strippers express affection. They rub their titties on everybody. They only hate certain guys.
That's true. And that's usually black people. But hey, that's just what it is. But let me say hello to
Wow.
the chat real quick
Wow.
to the best of my ability. Yeah, I did a racism. What? So what? Because I knew Legatus came in at the beginning, but I can't pull that up. I see Raichu saying let's go. Shout out to you. There's Kel. I see Weasel. I see Alpha Omega saying Adolf Fatler. That's a good one. I do see King Conan saying Crom. So Selena's in chat saying, "Hail guys, how are you doing?" Kratos is saying, "Come join the watch party." Okay, yeah, go join him. Okay, don't watch us. Go join him.
Yeah,
But
they're
they
on the
are
Discord.
watching. They're watching.
Yeah, they're
us.
on the Discord
They're fucking
watching
idiots.
us,
Shut up. I said shut up.
making fun of us.
I
Probably.
said shut up. Kratos though for $5 says, "Hail Theo, it was fun hanging out in Vegas. Just a
Awesome.
reminder that emotions are stored in the balls."
Yeah.
I feel like there's a story there that I need to pry open. So what does that mean, Theo?
It's Kratos has a theory of human development where emotions are stored in the balls. It's really better if he explains it. It's a very comprehensive theory.
You got to
I'm a
get
big
those
fan.
emotions out.
Right. Yeah, I am very emotionally available, ladies. Just so you guys know. Hit my DMs. I think my information's in the chat, right?
I need to add it to the chat, but yeah.
Thank you.
Guys, be careful hitting him up. He'll do weird things. He'll make you cry.
I will.
I do
They
see Timon
always
in the chat.
cry.
They cry because you start giving them like questioning their life choices and you
Yeah.
give them existential crises.
Yeah, well, because they make bad choices. I'm trying to help.
Can you do that for Dermy?
No, Dermy's not my type.
Well, can you still make him
exactly.
question his life choices?
He's
and
too
make him
tall.
cry?
Derby's making great life choices. I don't know if you've seen
No.
lately, but he's got almost 3,000 YouTube subscribers. I don't know how many you guys have. I have
I've got-
77.
I'm
So
I've
somebody's
got-
doing something right.
I'm
I've got almost 4,000. So
I'm
doing
almost to
more worse
800.
than him.
Never mind.
Listen, we don't judge that.
Yeah,
we
Adam's
just
the
judge
big boy
views.
here.
Yeah, you wouldn't know, but I do have the largest channel of this group, so you wouldn't know it.
Yeah. That makes me really regret life choices. But Bruce is
Yeah.
in chat too.
Don't be gay.
Oh, fuck you. I see Release the McCracken saying ooh woo. Then Kratos did give a stream elements for $10. Let me pull that puppy up. Give me a moment. Says, here's a shout out to Drew Outstanding's new show and quote, let's get physical. Media quote.
It's the name of
Media
the show,
quote.
Dermy. It's the name
Yeah,
of
he
the
talks
stream.
about physical media. I was on his show this week.
It's the
Let's
name
get
of
let's
Drew's
get
new
physical
stream.
media.
Let's get physical. Yes.
Oh,
God.
wait, part of it's also stream elements
I know.
being stream elements.
Yes, I've seen.
Because
Yes,
they have the
I know. I did this. I had to read it the same way today, but I still managed to do it without being a retard.
yeah, you know me, I'm not.
See, Theo, this is how it goes. We
don't
don't give him a break here. He doesn't get a break.
Why?
Yeah, you
It's
have to
his
constantly-
show.
You have to constantly bust his balls.
No,
That's why it's
He
called
made the
Ball Busters.
platform.
No,
Why are
no,
we
no,
being
no.
haters?
This show exists because we roast him every 5 seconds.
Yeah, it's everyone on the panel roast Dermy. That's how the show goes.
And then when Cloud
No,
gets here, we switch to
Clouds.
Cloud.
Well,
We
Cloud
roast
can.
Cloud.
Cloud will take the heat when he gets here.
Yeah. He's taking the heat right now, but he's taking it in a different way. We don't want to think about that one. On his Physical Media Warriors channel that I co-host, check out the first episode from last night where we showed off and discussed Memorial Day themed movies. You picked freaking not Die Hard, Braveheart.
That's a Christmas movie. Die Hard.
I meant Braveheart.
Oh, Braveheart.
Yeah, he picked Braveheart. How is that Memorial Day themed, Adam?
I don't know.
I would think Independence Day. That could probably
No,
be-
kind of
that's
military
Independence
movie.
Day.
Well, I know, but he wanted military themed movie, so I thought Independence.
No, if you're gonna
Day
do
or-
Memorial Day, like
You
do
should've-
Born on the Born on the 4th of July.
You should
or
have done the
something.
Patriot.
The Sniper, American Sniper. That's a good one. I like American Sniper. And let me check the other chats really fast, just to be on the safe side because I can't see them. And yes, we are up on Rumble, but Restream's still asshole with Rumble, so that's a whole fucking can of worms in and of itself. But anyways, so before we get too far into this, I have a question for all of you.
Fuck you.
What's
Fuck
your
you.
opinion on VTubers?
Fuck you. It's still my answer.
Fuck you.
Yeah, fuck you.
Okay, I get it. So, here, actually, I do have a better question. Let me get it pulled up real fast because we're probably going to get copyrighted for this, but I don't really give a fuck because I want to talk about this. Because I guess, early today or yesterday or something, this got revealed.
What are we doing?
You know the return of King of the Hills coming at him, right?
Well, yeah. We've all seen the trailer today.
Yeah, we saw the intro. We're probably gonna get hit for it, but I don't give a fuck. We're gonna watch it and just give our thoughts. Because fun fact, I love King of the Hill. It's one of my favorite fucking shows out there. So let's see what we got here. I'm gonna pause it just for copyright purposes because I'm willing to bet we will fucking get hit.
They usually don't give a shit. Hulu's usually
That'd be.
Dale is sad.
So, I'm gonna finish it out and then I'll give my thoughts.
Jeremy, you should have waited till Shock was here to do this.
I don't want to deal with Shock saying what he's gonna
Because
say.
it would have been fun to rip on Shock.
No, I don't want to deal with what Shock was saying. I'll give him his argument, but I don't. Shock thought Grandma Peggy was hot.
What is wrong with you, Shock?
Theo.
Well, hold on.
Theo.
Let's-
Well,
let's-
wait a
You
minute.
got to hear him out.
No, you
He's
don't
not
understand.
here.
You know what I'm saying? Shock also thinks Nancy Pelosi and her bolt-ons is sexy.
Shock has a thing
Dude,
for
Nancy Pelosi's got the stock options, bro.
Listen, that's a legitimate argument there.
She's
but
got
no.
some big tits too.
Yeah.
I just said
Shock-
bolt-ons, Al. Thank you for joining the game.
Who calls tits bolt-ons?
Because they're
She
giant
has
and
fake
fake.
tits.
They're bolt-on fake
No,
tits.
I think they're
Yes.
big grandma tits.
No, Nancy Pelosi has
Nancy
fucking bolt-ons,
Pelosi's
dude.
had armies of war. Like she's had armies of surgeons working on
Yeah.
her for years. That's why
Yeah.
she looks dead inside. Those are fake tits, 100%. There's no way those are real.
Oh, she is dead on the inside.
Well, yeah, just like she is on the outside. Anyways, though, Shock thought that Peggy was hot because because of age. That's why. Shock has a grandma a grandma fetish. That's all I know.
Kratos, Shock likes getting peggied.
Well done.
Oh, we have another Pearson joining us.
Please be
there
shocked.
we go.
Please be shocked.
No.
Oh,
It's just devil.
I wish it was Shock. I
Oh,
kind of do wish it
So
was Shock.
sorry.
we were hoping the Shock would defend his love for Peggy.
Oh, wait. Go ahead, Adam.
No, I was done. I was making fun of Shock and Devil at the same time.
But okay, outside of making fun of Shock, who has a weird thing for Peggy, and possibly Devil, who might also have a weird thing for Peggy, I don't know. I'm not gonna try to pry deeper into that at Devil. You know, if you have a thing for Peggy,
No.
I think fucking Christ. I will say I went through this whole trailer beforehand, like segment by segment, pausing on multiple occasions, and I'll say the same thing I tweeted out. Don't fuck it up.
So
Because it's really easy to
it's
fuck
my
this one up.
understanding that their family moves away, some other guy moves in, but then they come back,
That's what the thing shows you. So,
and then
but
and then
there's
Gribble
other-
becomes the mayor.
I don't know if he became the mayor. The thing though to point out is after they leave and with the new guy, they do have a segment during COVID. And
That's funny.
If you watch this, you see Bill got sick and they come back. Yeah, Dale would definitely do this.
Well, we
but
listen.
you don't
All
see Bill.
people that chin strapped knew just to chin strap it. Fuck it.
Yeah, but you don't see Bill after he leaves with a cough. So I have a theory that they killed Bill with COVID.
Well, Dale couldn't keep the mask on because he smokes constantly. He's a chimney. How would he smoke with the mask on?
Well, that's how he
That's
justifies keeping it down on his chin. He just smokes constantly.
But at the same time, I think they killed off Bill. I don't think he's alive. But what I also saw, so if I get just a little further.
Well, to reply to that, there's never a moment where they're all fully gathered there because then other events are happening.
Because Boomhauer, it looks like Boomhauer finally has a wife and kid.
Yeah, because he was single before, wasn't he?
Well, he was a player. Boomhauer was a player.
But
he
he's
was
got
also a state trooper. So, what? Alf?
Oh, nothing. I think I agree with Kel. He says, I don't think Bill was coughing. I think he ran away crying.
No, that was
you
a
saw
cough.
he was
that
crying,
was a
rubbing
cough.
his eyes.
Well, no, that was when Hank was
No.
moving away. That was when Hank was moving away.
No, so when the new guy shows up too, he does run away cry. Like, you see him sad.
Yeah, he's sad
and then
there.
in this moment here, I'll mute it. You can see him run away. He does end up running away one of the times the new guy shows up.
Maybe that was the beginning of COVID.
Yeah, this is the beginning of COVID because you see him cough. You can see all that stuff. He walks away coughing, and then he never shows up again.
But I don't think there's a moment for him to show up again.
Yeah,
because
but Boomhauer leaves too and doesn't come back.
Yeah, the group separates to go to different events on the screen. So I don't think Bill not showing up. I don't think that has anything to do with it because everybody is doing different things. Because then we got all this stuff.
Mayor.
Yeah.
I really do hope Gribble won mayor. I hope he fucking won it. That would be fucking hilarious. I do love to focus in on this random black guy who we don't know anything about. He's just there.
So they came back and bought the same house again?
Yeah. Well, that's their house.
Right back from him, but he was living in it.
I don't fucking know.
Maybe he was renting.
Maybe he's a
might have been
squatter.
Renting.
Oh, he could have
He was
been renting.
Maybe
He's a
they just
squatter.
rented it. Maybe they just rented it out because you never saw a for sale sign.
That's also true. You never saw for sale. You actually might be right there, Adam. He might have just rented it out because all we know is they joined Bobby to go do something, and now they're back years later.
Yeah, it looks like more. I never saw a for sale sign, so it might have just been a rental, which would explain why the guy just isn't there again.
That easily could be it, because I know when it came to in the show, there's a character named Pops. You only see him like 2, maybe 3 times, but he ends up dying, and then Luann rents out his old house. So that could be it, is that they just rented it out because it's known that they rented in the show.
Well, there's
Several
the
people
big
used to
question. Is Luann still hot as she was in the original?
Well, there was a clip in here of that stuff. There, you went by.
I haven't
already.
seen that clip. This is the only one I've seen. What I have rumors were that originally they were going to end up killing off Luann, and that they were going to be coming back to take care of the kid, but I don't know. I have no evidence to support that.
So am I, from your opening thing, am I to understand that Shock is attracted to Peggy?
Yes.
By the way, I just I did not
Why?
see this beforehand. I'm going to show this. Bill is still alive.
All right,
I
so
didn't-
it proves my point.
I didn't know the original run of King of the Hill ran
What
for
the
14 seasons.
Oh yeah, it's long. It's super
I-
long. And then
I only watched-
I've seen the run through a few times back in the day on Adult Swim.
I think I only watched like the first 4 or 5 seasons.
the first 2 seasons are actually kind of meh, if I'm going to be honest with you. Season 3 is where it really starts picking up, and then it just keeps going. Then you get into about the last season. The big issue is they started airing the episodes out of order, so the actual final episode isn't the actual final episode, but it does end on a high note, and you didn't really need it to come back. So, but I do kind of want to see Hank dealing with modern era.
It'll be I mean, and listen, I never hated King of the Hill, but I never loved it the way obviously Jeremy does and some other people do. But I never hated it. It was entertaining enough. I mean, I would watch it when it was on Adult Swim over and over again. But now remember the actor that did do Dale, he did pass away. So we're gonna have an approximation of his original voice.
Apparently, the actress that played Luann died too.
Yeah, but
I do think from another thing they did kill Cotton off camera. Cotton died off camera.
Well, no, he died during the first.
He did?
Show. Yeah, he died.
Oh, then I must have never.
That was a whole story arc and everything.
Oh, it must have been in the end where I didn't see the final. Season,
it's maybe third to last.
It's on
season when Cotton
It's on
died.
Hulu, right?
Yeah, it's all on Hulu.
I need to go back and watch it.
I just watched it when it was on Adult Swim, so maybe I stopped before that shit aired.
Because Cotton would have died in more of the newer stuff, so like the 2000s, maybe late 2000s era when they changed up the animation style to make it look more clean and stuff. Cotton basically had a heart attack, and there was a whole storyline there. Then Hank went on a whole mission to basically bury Cotton down a pooper at a veterans veterans bar.
But I stopped watching, I think, when I went to college. So I went to college in 2000, and so I caught the first like 3 or 4 seasons, but then just kind of lost track of it.
I love King of the Hill, and it oftentimes gets thrown into the same camp as like Family Guy, American Dad. Or
No, it's a completely different show. It is not the same show. It actually deals with a more reality-based situations than those 2 retarded shows do.
They'll also end up saying that Hank is a perfect is just like Homer or Peter, and it's just dumb dad.
Oh,
no,
Hank's not
smart.
an idiot. Hank's not a fucking idiot.
This show is more down to earth than those other shows.
Yeah, it is actually like really well put together. It's actually kind of inspiring. Yeah, there's episodes that kids shouldn't watch, but for the most part, it's kind of a family-based show.
I'm gonna give this show credit and Mike Judge credit. Good job aging everybody up. Yeah. Don't do what every other fucking animated show has done for 30 years and just leave everybody static in their current ages. Good job aging everybody up.
Here's a question I have: Is Bobby a teenager or is he in his 20s?
Oh no, he's a young man.
No, he's gotta be an adult.
No, he's been to culinary school.
Yeah.
He's a chef. I mean, we've known that for like a year. That's
when they left, he looked like he was a teen in the opener or whatever.
Yeah.
But by the time they're back,
finally
he's
hit
in
his growth
20s.
spurt. He finally hit his growth spurt. But I kind of want to see this. I want to know what Hank would say about modern era. And I just want to hear him yell about it.
Unless somebody makes me, I'm probably not going to watch it.
I'm going to watch it, and I'm going to at least review I might review the whole season, or I might do it one episode at a time. I haven't decided yet. I am going to watch it because I love King of the Hill. That's something that I'll turn on, and I know every single episode. One of my favorite episodes is actually a Thanksgiving episode. Thanksgiving at the airport. Fantastic fucking episode.
I'd like to hear what Theo has to think about it.
Oh, dude, I'm super excited. It's going to be rad. Although I am a little worried that no one has any original ideas. Like, it'd be cool if somebody had like a new idea for a show. That'd be sick. Because I agree with Derby. It's such a good show with such a loyal fan base. It'd be so easy to fuck it up.
Mm-hmm. It would be easy, especially nowadays. But the thing is, like, modern era and I'll say it, wokeness, it does not mesh. It will definitely not mesh with fucking King of the Hill. Because what my fear is, like, they'll try to inject it there and have Hank try to preach wokeness, and it's like, but that's not what Hank would ever do.
You know,
He would stand against it firmly and call it all out.
I'm willing to take a chance because it's Mike Judge, and I love pretty much everything he does. So,
I think
God
there's
damn
only.
it, Dermy.
I'm just the only
Damn
thing
it,
I
Bobby.
don't like from the only thing I didn't like from Mike Judge was actually like his first thing. What Beavis and Butthead. That's the only thing I don't like.
You didn't grow
Oh.
up with Beavis and Butthead. You had to grow up in understand.
If you don't like Beavis and Butthead, you're a dickhead.
Yeah, I guess I'm a dickhead because I don't like Beavis and Butthead.
That was the best
It's
show,
a
man.
different era. It's a different era. If you didn't grow up with it, you didn't understand just the complete retardation.
wasn't that
of
the
Beavis and Butthead.
early 90s?
Yeah. Alpha Omega. So they do have Con, Min, and Connie were shown in the intro along with. I just had the name of Dale's son, who's actually
They're
John
in
Redford's son.
the secondary released image work. They're not in this one. They're in another set of stuff that was released today. I've seen it.
I'm gonna look it up because I'm just now starting to see stuff because I'm gonna be honest, guys. I didn't sleep at all last night. I had to get up super fucking early this morning, and then I slept all day. So I did not know half this shit was going down. I almost said Hank Hill, king of, because I want to see what everybody looks like because I do really care. This is something I grew up with, and I have affinity for.
I think they're gonna mess it up because I think what they're gonna do is they can't really mess with Hank. Like you said, he'd stand firm against the whole woke stuff. The problem is if you remember Peggy, she was always trying to act like she was hip and she was, knew all the kind of lingo and stuff because she was a teacher and I think she would totally jump on board with all the woke crap to try to, make it look like she was with stuff.
Yeah,
and
but
I just think that's going to be the thing.
But at the same time, even though Hank and Peggy essentially were like, they were good with each other and they worked well with each other, they also, Hank would usually correct Peggy and kind of call her dumb.
Which just means they won't have that be done this time. I mean, it's the same thing with that. Well, it's the same thing with that the show Last Man Standing, if you guys remember that. When it came back, essentially they changed it to where every single episode the daughters were the ones who were right. And every single episode, Tim Allen, by the end, had to accept that somehow his daughters were right and he was the one who was wrong and he needed to. It happened over and over again. You could see it clearly that it was essentially that they played it as it was an unwoke show, that it was, this is a conservative type thing. No, it was completely woke because every single time his fucking teenage daughters were somehow smarter than their fucking father. It was pathetic. And I think they're going to pull the same thing here.
Was that the last season?
They could be, sometimes it could, but the problem is you're going to have it where somehow Hank is always wrong and he's always being corrected because he's a white straight male, and he's stupid. Then
I mean, that's crazy. Everybody who's ever dealt with women in real life knows that proper care and maintenance of women means correcting their retarded ideas.
Yes,
you have to be gentle about it, but they don't have good ideas.
Hank corrects Peggy all the time,
and like I said, they're probably going to change that. Let's be honest.
We'll have to see it.
They've messed up every other show that they've tried to bring back, and I have no doubt they're going to do the same thing with this.
I'm going to give it a shot. If they do that, I'll call it the fuck out. But the biggest thing is that's not how that could ever work. Like, the show's not designed to do that. He might be wrong, but when he's wrong, it's like, I'm slightly wrong. Who the fuck has a barking dog? I think that was Theo who has
Theo.
Like, things that Hank was wrong about is like some of what Tim Allen was wrong about. Like, one of the things that I think me and you have had this discussion back and forth with Devil before was when it came to that restaurant that was being built at the place that Tim Allen worked at.
Yeah.
Tim Allen would not know how to run that restaurant. He's never run a restaurant, but his daughters worked in the restaurant industry her entire life. So she would actually know how to run that restaurant. So her knowing exactly what that restaurant needs versus what Tim Allen wanted in that restaurant is completely night and day things. Because that restaurant was also supposed to be a more higher end restaurant, not a backdoor country restaurant.
Oh, I agree with it to a part. I'm sorry, 5 years in the restaurant business. His daughter was not freaking 42. She was freaking 26, I think. So she had 5 years in the restaurant business. That doesn't make you qualified to run a successful,
not having
expensive
0.
restaurant.
Bro, why are you white knighting for this fictional broad? What's going on here?
No,
Because
damn,
it's
Dermy.
like one's 0, one's 5. Which one am I gonna probably put my money on?
Bro,
no, but he knows his audience.
Just say that.
The
But
people who are going
his
to
audience was different.
No, the people who are going to that restaurant are the same people just like him, hunters and stuff like that, who go to Outdoor Man or whatever the hell the store was called because they want to eat exotic game and stuff like that. I'm not saying that, I'm not trying to totally take away from your argument. I'm just saying you have to understand that 5 years in the restaurant business does not make you able to run a professional freaking restaurant to a success. I'm just saying. Being in the restaurant business, I kind of know a little bit about that, right?
Well,
I would never trust myself with a restaurant like that.
I've also been in the restaurant industry. A lot of us here probably have.
And I wouldn't trust you with an expensive ass restaurant either, dude. But I'm just saying is, yeah, on that episode, I'll give that to you. But there's so many episodes throughout that whole thing. Like I said, it essentially became the formula that somehow his opinions were looked at as like, oh, look at this stupid old guy. He doesn't know what he's talking about. And that's the kind of mentality of all these shows, is that if you're an older white dude, somehow when you have life experience, it matters absolutely nothing. You're just an idiot who needs to be corrected every single chance you can get. And they do this in every show. And like I said, if a show like Last Man Standing that was sold as here's a show that's not like all the others does it, I just can't believe that they're not going to do it with this.
It really depends on how much control Mike Judge has and how are we going to be presenting it, because Hank can be wrong, but at the same time, if they're going to say wokeness is correct, yeah, fuck off. I could see Peggy trying to go woke. Don't get me wrong. I could see Peggy all night and day try to be as woke as possible to fit in, but at the same time, Hank would come in there and say you're retarded. Not say you're retarded. But
in one episode.
Yes.
Yeah, so she's super vulnerable to wokeness. Yeah. No, she's super vulnerable. No, I get it. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. That's proper care and maintenance of women.
Because she's a woman.
Away from retarded ideas. Yeah, exactly. You just have to say,
especially white women.
Yes, they're the worst.
It wasn't just because she was a woman. It was because she doesn't have street smarts, but 2, she wanted to be. It was the whole episode in which she was trying to get Luann to join a sorority because Peggy never joined a sorority and blah 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 blah. So when she was living vicariously through Luann, and when she went to the sorority house that was actually a cult house, they started picking on her, and she was just an easy target. And they just walked through it. So, yeah, it was really easy to pick on her. And then it was Hank that snapped her out by giving her meat.
That's usually how you straighten
that's a metaphor.
The moment I said it's like, yeah, that's a metaphor. Men have to lay the meat down and make sure they don't freak out. Right, Adam?
You have to give women good dick to steer them away from good ideas, because they'll always go back to good dick.
Good dick cures crazy.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. You can quote me on that. W's in the chat for good dick, everybody.
I thought there was a statement out there called "Don't put your dick in crazy." So maybe just a thought there, guys.
I'm gonna keep doing it until I fix one. I can do it. I believe in myself.
Till one stops burning his bed, setting fire to his bed, he's just gonna keep plucking away.
Listen, you know what? Johnny Depp's only problem was he didn't give good enough dick to Amber Heard.
Yeah, that one.
You can't give good enough dick to Crazy.
Yeah,
I agree with Alf. I don't think you can fuck Crazy out of a woman. I don't.
Certain women know.
You can try.
You definitely can.
Here.
Over and over. You can try.
You definitely can.
Historically, there's okay. Do you guys know of her Winchester? Sorry, I said her Winchester. Here in California, you have the Winchester Mystery House. It was is the lady who inherited the Winchester fortune. She built this crazy house because she was crazy and she believed the ghost of all the people killed by Winchesters. were haunting her. So she built this house where she has stairways to the roof and windows to inside other rooms, and the whole house is just crazy. And she built this because the psychic told her that if she built this crazy ass house, it would confuse the ghosts, and the ghosts wouldn't be able to find her and hurt her for the deaths that they occurred from the Winchester. She'd been crazy her whole damn life, but she stopped being crazy when she got married to Winchester because he strained her the fuck out. So yeah, like second he's gone, she reverted back to crazy. So I guess there's something to it, right? I mean, that you can, a solid guy, not just the giving her the dick, but a solid guy can strain crazy a little bit out of women.
I like what Mo just said there. All women are crazy. The quality of the pussy is directly connected to the level of crazy.
That's true.
Fair.
That's very fair.
No, but here's the thing you don't know. Good pussy's teachable. Yeah, you can coach them. They're coached. And most women are basically zoo animals, but they're trainable. That's what people don't realize. You think we have dependent thoughts. That's not real.
shit.
That's fake. You got to get rid of that idea that they think for themselves. They don't. You just got to kind of teach them to think right. You can make that a short if you want. I say it on my show all the time. Touch Grass with Theo Snodgrass, 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time every Saturday. Let's go. Where's GHAL, by the way?
He's not here tonight. I'm just women are
She's an
fucking
independent
zoo
thinker, though.
animals.
To her credit, she's one of the good ones. You got a good one there.
Yes. Yes.
Don't tell her I said that, though. That's
I'm clipping that out and
publicly, I
sending
still
it to
hate
her.
her, but privately, she's one of the good ones.
Yeah. And she deals with me. So Theo's right. Been married almost 20 years. Jesus Christ.
Thank you.
Almost have it locked in. Fuck.
Thank you. Thank you. Y'all are uncomfortable, but I'm telling the truth.
That's the sad reality is, yeah, we're uncomfortable, but he's not entirely wrong.
I just disagree. Steve, you're just not a good trainer. That's the issue.
Theo, good puss is not trainable.
Steve doesn't stick around long enough to train anything. That's his problem.
Listen, he's on the verge of calling ice on his current girlfriend. So
Yeah, W's in the chat for Big Booty Latinas, everybody. Shout out to Toasty.
yeah.
Shout out to
A nice. I prefer Alexandria Ocasio or Cortez. Once she has that kid, she's gonna.
Yeah,
be just
dude.
perfectly plump.
Bro,
She's
I
got
didn't know
them
she was
crazy
caked
eyes.
up like that. I didn't know she was caked up like that. But yeah, she
How-
is.
How long do you think you'd have to fuck her to get her to not be crazy? That would be some
Well,
heavy
here's the
work.
problem. No, here's the problem. She has a job and a social media following. So if you take that away and it's just her thoughts and she's bouncing them off you could fix it real quick. But she's got all this external validation. She doesn't have any
good
internal
point.
thoughts. She doesn't have a real personality. She's just going based off what other people are telling her. She can't
You
think.
know what? I think that's a valid remark. You know what else is a valid remark? Fuck them. Where were you, Cloud? Huh?
Oh, eat my ass.
No, what were you doing? What on earth were you doing that made you so late?
Dermy might actually eat your ass.
Depends. Is this
That would be an
sexual or
honor
actual?
and a privilege.
Right. I will cannibalize you.
From the
Start
ass
with the
out.
ass. Yeah, exactly. Well, the ass in.
Oh,
What is it, Cloud?
So what are you doing, buddy?
I was out. What the fuck do you think?
Why were you out?
Cloud, I hear
we
you.
need
I've heard you have
groceries?
I've heard you have a problem with chronic masturbation. Is this true?
No.
Yeah, ask what we call it.
Can we have an intervention for this guy right now? I'm here. This would be a good time.
Cloud, what do we
Shut
call
the
it when
fuck up.
you're gooning?
Catching a shiny.
You guys want to play a
retards.
game?
Oh, let's
Not
play a
after
game.
hearing
Let's
that.
play a game.
Let's play a game. Let's play a game. It's a new one. It's a brand new one. I've just come up with it. Okay.
I doubt it.
No, it is a new one.
Please
We
let
haven't
it be
done
food related.
we haven't done this one yet. New game. Does
Give me a
Cloud
second.
own this?
Oh,
Give
jeez.
Oh,
me one
no.
moment. There it is.
Fleshlight.
What
Okay.
the fuck?
Do you
No.
think Cloud owns this? And
I'm going with yes, and I
Yeah.
think he snuggles with it every night and does inappropriate things to it.
No. Pikachu is overrated.
Well, okay, it's not
Yeah,
in the
he has
program.
a Jigglypuff one.
It doesn't mean you don't have it.
Just think about it. Think about it.
I mean, I'd buy one. I'll admit it.
Well, we know you're a degenerate too, so it's okay.
I'll admit to it. I'll buy it.
I mean, with the
Fuck
whole
it, maybe.
with the whole Clermy thing going on, it does kind of
I
look
mean,
like Dermy.
That there's a lot of cushion for that pushing right there.
What do you think, Theo? Would you buy it?
Not in that shape.
See, Cloud doesn't care about that shape.
Go fuck yourself, Adam.
That's a 45-year-old retired Pikachu. He's been drinking beer, divorced.
Well, have you ever seen the very first Pikachu, Alf? They were always fat.
Well, I know, but he looks like he's been divorced twice.
Gigantamax Pikachu is also fat.
Yeah,
It doesn't.
They brought him back.
It's Pikachu without a chin.
It looks like he sits at the bar being like,
Look, he's
being like,
got the belly button.
could've-
Look, there's a belly
It's like-
button right there.
I could have been a Raichu if I hadn't gotten injured.
No. If my mom would have just let me get a job.
He's the
Eat Chick-fil-A.
Pikachu living off his son's sports career.
That's right. You work harder, Pichu. We're gonna make you Raichu one day. We got this. Volt tackle, go.
It's so
Dermot, that's
Dermachu?
fucked up. That's fucked up.
No, those are actual names. Those are names
It's
of moves.
it's Dermachu.
Dermichu. I mean, listen, we don't talk about the Dermichu.
No, we
The
don't.
Dermichu is a dark, evil
cursed.
device
It's
that is
cursed.
cursed. On par with Sonichu, but Sonichu is much worse than Dermichu.
Yeah, Dimitriu didn't tear the fabric of space and time.
Yeah, not the only when he fell down.
No, that just cracked the earth.
Not true. But we got some other stuff to go through because we got superheroes to talk about, guys. So what do we think about superheroes right now? Because over the summer, we got two big movies coming out. One's going to be Superman, which we'll talk about here after this. But the other one's Fantastic Four Steps. Jesus fucking Christ. What are we thinking? Theo, what are your thoughts on Fantastic Four and what do you think?
Dude, I gave up on Marvel a long time ago. I pretty much don't watch movies made after the year like 2010.
Well, that's a good take. I can't knock that. Most people should have that opinion. But you know what? Why don't I also ask our gooning chief expert, Cloud? What are your thoughts on the Fantastic Four movie?
I have a feeling it's gonna make the Fox one look like a masterpiece.
God, that's actually going to be that'd be an achievement right there. But anybody else? Alf, Devil, Adam?
I liked, honestly, for what it was at the time, because it was the Fox universe. I liked the first Fantastic Four. It wasn't perfect, but I enjoyed it. The second one was shit, but I liked the first one. I think the first one's going to be seem a lot better compared to this.
I think it's dead on arrival. I don't know if they've turned it around like Disney, if they're learning. I know, like we've talked about before, Adam. No, if we've talked about before, Adam, that there is a shift. It just hasn't happened because we're getting all the dredges and stuff. But it does seem like stuff is turning around. I just think Disney's gonna be the last one to take it up.
Oh, okay. You're referring in general, not Disney.
Yeah. I think we're gonna get another 2 or 3 years from Disney before they start putting out shit that might be good again. They're gonna fight this tooth and nail. So I think this is gonna be awful.
They just fucked up Lilo and Stitch.
Yeah, exactly.
They had an easy win there, and they fucked it up. I mean, we're gonna know in 2 days when we get the second week numbers.
And they fucked it up so in the most stupid way possible. The whole damn movie is based on Ohana. Ohana family means no one get left behind, right? They say it like 8 times in that fucking movie. That's the whole point of the fucking movie. So how do they fuck it up? They don't just add a little bit of woke shit. They say we're gonna freaking counter that completely by her sister abandoning her. How stupid can you fucking be?
I mean, last week it's just a slight tangent off of baby steps, but last week we talked about the fact that it had such a great opening weekend, this and that, and it can hit $1 billion, but the unexpected backlash to that movie has resulted in an unending stream of memes online. We know what memes can do when they go viral. They can say shit. So word of mouth will stick you, because the only way you get to $1 billion is repeat viewing. You can't just get there if everybody goes and sees it once. You got to go see the shit over and over again. And if families feel like their kids are not going to get anything from it, and the kids didn't enjoy it, and they'd rather watch the original, then they're not going to go. And Jed and I had we put together a theory on last Sunday that if it's over 500 million this weekend, it'll likely hit $1 billion. If it's under, it's probably going to lose steam around 700-800 million and not quite get there. I mean, it's still going to make money. It's still going to make money. Disney's still going to get a profit on this, but unfortunately, it will not be enough to offset all their MCU failures. And that's now how I come back to the main topic on this. I've been running an equation since before Black Falcon Captain America buzzing around in this Brave New World released. And I put this out there, and I got chuckled at it by my own panel mates, that between Black Falcon, now the reality of the fact that Daredevil failed, we can admit that now. Daredevil completely failed. Then we got the glory that is Thunderbolts and its failure. And now we're going to have, in 24 days, Riri Williams.
Ugh.
And then baby steps. So you're going to have 4 losers in a row that have generated no enthusiasm for anything. In fact, it's generated nothing but mocking, memeing, and just general roasting all the way around. You're going to get the baby steps, your last event of the year, if you're the MCU and Disney, and there is zero enthusiasm. Nobody is excited for this, especially if the rumors are true and they did another round of last-minute reshoots, this and that. This movie's going to be a disaster. I said it before. I say it again. It'll probably just break just a little bit over 500 million, and with a budget that's likely, don't believe whatever they put out, that movie's easy 250 minimum. They're going to need like 650, 700 to break even on this thing. They ain't going to get it. Another failure. Comes in third in the triple threat match in July.
I've always had that position, but yes, Adam kind of beat us there. Let me add it to the screen now. I'm still getting used to Restream. It's a little wonky, but recent Fantastic Four test screenings reportedly mid with CGI incomplete and character work lacking. And is anybody really shocked by that?
No.
Now, it is a test screening. Sometimes CGI is not perfect during a test screening, but character work should be going on. But we've seen
this comes out 2 months.
Yeah, we had 2 months, and there was that other image that was going around today that I forgot to grab. Let me grab that real quick.
Which one? Were them all standing? The Empire cover?
Not that one. I was thinking about I have the Empire cover here. Jesus Christ, that looks atrocious. I was talking about the one. Fuck, Jesus Christ. Oh, with
that's blasphemy.
Silver Surfer. Was that last week? No, that was last.
No. Oh, you mean the piece of artwork?
Yeah.
Oh, that just started moving around the other day. Yeah, this.
Yeah,
that's just artwork. That's just artwork.
It looks awful.
Well, yeah, it looks awful, but it's just artwork. I mean, it's just shitty artwork. It's not exactly a reflection of the movie.
And then we got this.
This is more propaganda, is what it is. Marketing.
He does not look good.
It's the movie actually does look better than that. I'll give it that.
I don't know what's going to happen here. I am
failure.
So
failure. That's what's going to happen. Failure.
Yeah. This is 100% going to be a failure. We've already heard about the reshoots. We know that they're essentially adding in that end credit scene to try to connect it to Doomsday, which why the fuck are you adding that in now? Why wasn't that already going to be your thing? Like, wouldn't that be an easy thing to go through, Adam? Like, seriously. I get that they're not going to do Doomsday right away. Okay. But Doom, Fantastic Four, wouldn't you fucking show Doom there in the end credits for the beginning? Why the fuck?
No, why would you show anything where it's supposed to be? Why would you show the natural original enemy of the Fantastic Four in their movie? Why? That would make sense to do that.
You're right.
And it would also make sense to, maybe not just one-off Galactus, even if it's not MCU Galactus, because this is not the MCU. This is a multiverse tangent of the main MCU Earth. So, but still, you're wasting time by this movie's a waste of time. It's not like it's ushering in anything. All it's doing is introducing some of the worst casting possible. I mean, I've said before, we all know Pedro. F Pedro and his rainbow stick.
I don't want to fuck
face.
Pedro.
This is
a
pathetic.
I want to do what Abby did.
This may look like a good thing because it may be old school Kirby thing style wise, but the character that we've seen in the trailers, that's not Ben Grimm. That's not Ben Grimm. We know this Johnny Storm is not a womanizer. He's more in touch with his emotions. And
he's not Theo.
And then you got girl boss Sue Storm. And I know all y'all hate it when I say this. Vanessa Kirby ain't that hot. She ain't as hot as people want to pretend.
I kind of agree with you. She's not.
I'm not going to throw her out of bed, but I don't buy the thirst everybody has for Vanessa Kirby. That's not enough to save this.
She kind of looks like a mom.
I mean, bring up the link that Alf showed.
I was just about to go there because we had this. And
I'm sorry. That ain't doing it for me at all, man. And that's a full duddied up shot from the movie. She did full makeup and everything. That ain't doing it for me.
I actually kind of agree. She kind of has that MILF look.
Not in a good way.
Yeah, like too much work done MILF, like a California MILF, like those kind of MILFs that shock gravitates towards like just 2 more years and this will look like Nancy Pelosi is what I'm saying. But Peggy MILF. But we have this from Discussing Film. New look at Vanessa Kirby as Sue Storm in the Fantastic Four. Matt Shackman describes her as the inspiring, idealistic leader of what the Fantastic Four represents.
Gee, it's confirming everything she said in that interview with Hollywood Reporter a month ago.
She's essentially the Secretary General of the UN. So we go back to some of our initial thoughts when it came to Fantastic Four, mind you. We had the whole discussion coming from Sue, that whole line of like, we're a family and all that, which could have easily been taken one of 2 ways. Either she's doing comforting or she's doing leadership role. Bets on Disney, it's leadership role. She's going to be the fucking leader. Heck, even when you go over to the fucking, to this, she's the one in the center. Everybody's around her, not Pedro. It's all around her.
Uh-huh.
They're setting her up to be the main hero of this whole movie.
Right.
Not the crew.
We knew that even if they didn't give her the key position, they weren't going to put her in the place that Sue was always in. Sue Storm was supposed to be like the 50s housewife. She was there, a doting like wife to him. They weren't going to put her in that position. There was no way they were going to play her like that. They were going to give her own, kind of thing. So we knew that they weren't going to play it like the comic book had it forever.
All right. Here's the Funko Pop, as usual, spoiler merch release. What do you notice with the Sue Funko Pop?
Baby, because we knew that she was pregnant.
Baby Franklin Richards. Franklin Richards, arguably one of the most powerful, should never have been created characters in Marvel, but that's a different topic for a different time. I've said this from the beginning when these interviews started up. If she is calling herself, if they're calling her Sue Storm, and she's pregnant, clearly here's the baby, here's baby Franklin. It's more destruction of traditional nuclear family stuff, which Devil was just mentioning, how the Fantastic Four was supposed to represent the nuclear family. She doesn't take his name. She either didn't take his name when they're married, or they're not married, and she's a baby mama. She's a powerful, strong, independent women's.
Theo, what's your bet on her being a baby mama?
Ooh, good question. I think it's more likely that they're married and she didn't take the last name and she just runs everything. That's what I think is going on.
Both are terrible.
Yeah.
Both are terrible, but also that makes more sense considering Pedro. Well, Pedro's not a man for anything.
Pedro Reed would rather fuck Ben Grimm.
Dude, I think Pedro Pascal is a psyop. I think women only find them attractive because TikTok told them to.
Yeah.
I agree.
But he's
Pedro,
internet daddy. He's internet daddy.
No. I've said it once and I'll say it 1,000 times. Pedro knows what everybody's fucking dick tastes like in Hollywood. He knows exactly how long they are because how far they reach down his goddamn throat. That's what Pedro Pascal's good for. That's why everybody fucking lusts over him. That's why he's everywhere. Because he tastes it all and he knows it all. And he does everything they fucking want him. That's why he's there. For fuck's sakes, he wants to bang his goddamn brother who thinks that he's a girl.
So what you're saying is he's the better Dermy, more successful Dermy.
Yes. It doesn't Pedro Pascal have a brother who's trans?
Yes.
Wants to be Yeah. He wants to fuck his brother who's trans.
Ugh.
That's who Pedro Pascal is. And I'm sick of him being everywhere. And oh my God, we have to have him. He's the Mandalorian, guys. He's the Last of Us, but you killed him in Last of Us. Shockingly enough, who would have thought that killing him in Last of Us would have hurt the fucking viewership ratings? Shocker. Not like we saw that somewhere else before.
Yeah.
He's everywhere. And I liked him as Oberon Martell. I liked him there. I hated him in fucking Kingsman Golden Circle, but that's because he just was not a good character.
I only watched the first Kingsman movie. I didn't watch it.
He was also
not that good.
He was also not that great in Wonder Woman 2.
No, because he was trying to be
he was
Trump.
awful in that.
Wonder Woman 85 is just horrible in general.
That was a terrible movie.
I want Fantastic Four to fail because I want Pedro to fail because I'm tired of him being everywhere. Just let
But
the
he's
man...
going to continue to be everywhere.
I don't want him
He's
to be
not
everywhere.
going anywhere.
Yeah.
Male Zendaya.
He's their golden boy.
He's being spoon fed to everyone until they turn on him, until they think he's useless. He's just gonna keep getting pushed down our throats, which is disgusting and sad.
That can be devil. Don't say it like that.
Oh shit, Ariel. He's gonna get in bed with Human Torch so he can tell everyone it burns when he pees.
Oh man.
I like what Cash said. Dermy's more of a man than Pedro. Adam, that hurt you to hear, didn't it? Because you know it's true.
There's Cash's bad take for the year.
I'm more of a man than Pedro. I'll say it. Cloud's more of a man than Pedro. And that's saying something.
Go fuck yourself.
I was giving you a compliment.
Yeah, a backhanded compliment.
Yeah,
No.
but
I think
still give you praise.
Everybody is more of a man than Pedro, so it's not too big of an achievement.
No. I should know. There's
Apparently there's rumors going he's gay behind the scenes.
No shit, Al.
Did you see the video?
I mean, sucking on a
really?
Dick?
You mean let me get it because that was last week. I wanted to pull it up, but I never had a chance.
I'm assuming Dermy has one of those in his room right there.
No, I do not. So do not even think. I guess I don't have it. Fuck. It might be in my.
That's right.
bookmark.
You're a giver, not a taker.
What the fuck is this? Oh, that was the video of fucking Pedro Pascal correcting somebody thinking they were saying Hail Hitler.
Oh, that's that wasn't smart.
No, that wasn't smart because it's so.
That was dumb.
I'll show this, then I'll go hunt down the other one. I don't see what the fuck Pedro thinks he sees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, what's his name? Yeah, thank you. Yeah, what's his name? You don't touch him. He's a crazy man. You don't touch him like that. He's a crazy man.
I just want him to kill him now. He has this look of, I'm gonna hurt you.
I mean, in what world do you think you have the right to do that to somebody? What fucking
I mean,
world?
look at him. Look at him. He's obviously pulling a fucking an Elon Musk.
He was like, "What the fuck are you doing? Don't touch me."
Well, you don't have your arm at the angle, and it looks like you're hailing. And if people see that, they're gonna think you're a Nazi. That's what Pedro also said it that way. He said it exactly like that, with that accent and everything. Fucking hate that guy.
Right,
I hate him.
I need to ungay this.
No,
how do you ungay this? We have nobody
impossible.
here that's
We're
straight.
We're on.
Too late.
I ungay it with this.
You can't ungay it.
Oh, I can ungay it.
Oh, hello.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
I can ungay it very easily.
Wow.
She just wants to
Theo,
smile.
what are your thoughts on this?
I mean, his
So,
jaw
Cloud,
dropped.
can we revisit your chronic masturbation issue? Because I feel like this would be a great time for an intervention. Because you just had that locked and loaded.
No, this
is Adam. This
is
Adam.
This is my job.
Okay. There's multiple chronic masturbators in this group.
No. This is called the transition to save us when things get too gay. And now we're happy.
We've never ungayed this show, Adam.
Well, we temporarily stayed.
It's like the it's like the saying. Fuck you. It's like the saying you can put lipstick on a pig. It's still a fucking pig. You can put this on the screen. It's still Ballbusters.
Hey, Kel.
We have used this beautiful girl before. She is not a man.
Adam. I have a serious question for you.
What?
What would
Hey,
you
gay guys
do
like
if this person
breasts
had a
too.
dick?
I'd hand her over to you.
Okay, fair enough. Theo, what would you do if this person had a dick?
I'd probably have a long conversation about their life choices and how they got there, and they'd leave crying.
Okay, if you met this person and they don't have a dick and they're doing this in front of you, what would you do?
I told her to put some clothes on and ask her where her father is.
Why do you hate good things?
I just see women as people. It's my curse.
Yeah,
I see.
No,
titties.
you don't. Oh God,
I do
Cloud.
too.
What?
Cloud, she's not hot.
What are you sending us, Cloud?
This is the perfect thing that Theo would talk to. Here, I'll pull it.
Yeah,
So is
she's
Cloud
not.
just going to erase all the good work I've done just now?
Yeah,
pretty much.
Cloud's sure a woman that Theo would talk to.
Jesus
Yeah,
Christ,
he's
Cloud.
trailer park.
Okay, now that's a little more my wheelhouse. There we go.
What did I tell you?
There we
Who's gonna
go.
say that?
That's right.
This
Dude.
is a Theo woman right here.
Dude, you'd see her outside of a gas station working on a pack of Winstons. Yeah, that's right.
This is why we don't click on Cloud links.
Yeah, that girl smells
Yeah.
like no daddy.
I
I
did-
could fix her though. She needs to put a shirt on, but we could work with that.
She needs to put a shirt on.
No, there's no fixing this. This is like autistic tits right here, or
What about the
whatever
second
the
link?
fucking name is.
Mint salad.
Yeah, mint salad. This is like mint
Oh.
salad here. Where
Saggy tits.
they're not good tits. There's nothing great here, and she
Oh.
probably smells like piss.
In shame.
Yeah.
Sounds like you know from experience.
She smells like the guy that wears a cape.
Ew. Ow.
Ew.
Unfortunately,
That's who
we've
she
seen
hangs
that.
out with.
Yes,
That's
I
who-
know.
yeah,
That's what we're
we
saying.
know.
Ew.
She was there that night. I was there.
Alf, shut up. But
That
we
was-
have
that was fun.
on the going back to Fantastic Four and Doom and all that stuff. We had some other stuff because not only does it look like Fantastic Four is going to get some reshoots going on there. Turns out, let me get it. Even Doomsday and Secret Wars have been delayed. Now this was announced
That's last
earlier
week.
this week.
That's
No, this
last
was
week.
May 23rd, but then we had
Yeah.
Avengers Doomsday delay could cost Marvel tens of millions.
Yeah, that's old.
When are they releasing?
Well,
They
they've been
were
pushed back
supposed to be releasing.
They've been pushed back. Doomsday's been pushed back to December, and that pushed Secret Wars back to later 2027. And when I say December, I mean December 2026, not this December.
All this is gearing up to be dad.
Gee, what have we been saying for 2 years?
How much work has gone into Doomsday?
They just started. They've been in production for about 2 or 3 weeks now with an unfinished script.
I meant more story wise. Like, what has been the build up to
Nothing.
To Doomsday?
Nothing.
Nothing. You mean we
Nothing.
haven't had like several movies teasing Doom?
No, we were supposed to have We Were Kangs, but we didn't get that.
That's right. We Were Kangs. God, I saw that end credit scene just recently for the first time. Holy shit, that's bad. That was bad. That was so retarded. Oh, I keep forgetting We Was Kangs was supposed to be coming out.
Actually, it's already supposed to have been out. We're past the release date.
That's true. But now we got this, okay? What has been the buildup?
Nothing.
An end credit scene at the end of New Avengers,
which they shot recently to tack on to the movie.
Yeah,
that's literally a reshoot right before the release.
The only buildup has been Robert Downey Jr. That's the only momentum they've had.
Marketing doesn't count as buildup. He's talking story in the movie.
Well, I know. Okay.
There's no story surrounding this. Nothing.
Yeah. People are gonna go in and go like, "Why the fuck is RDJ there?" Because listen, I'll say this. Yes, Robert Downey Jr. is being thrown everywhere, and marketing's saying Robert Downey Jr. over and over again. Normies don't pay attention to that shit.
No,
they see movie, and they're gonna go like, "Why is Iron Man in movie?
Exactly.
Iron Man dead." And I say this for a reason. I went to go see. I don't remember what movie it was. It was it was Deadpool Wolverine last year. I went to go see it. I saw the trailer for Captain Black African American person thing, and there was a woman that openly said, "Isn't that Hawkeye?"
What, you think, oh, white boys look alike?
Exactly. Yep. Normies don't follow.
Wait, say that again?
Yeah. Is anyone else?
No, Dermy, say it again.
I can't hear anything from Dermy.
Damn it, Alf.
Damn it, Alf.
He already knows, but damn it, you're supposed to let it go as long as we can when it happens.
I knew the moment it happened.
Oh.
Well, I didn't know if it was me, my internet.
No. If you heard me talking, that means it wasn't you.
I knew that it happened the moment it happened. That's why I was doing all that. But normies don't pay attention to this shit.
Well,
they're gonna see Iron Man go like, "Why is Iron Man bad now? Why is Iron Man Doomsday? What the fuck's going on?"
Doomsday, you mean Doctor Doom?
Here's the thing. The reason the Avengers did as well as it did is because Iron Man first movie, awesome, successful. Captain America first movie, less successful, but still good. Thor, successful. All these heroes, they had a chance to build it up. Like you said, they've had nothing for this. The only thing we're going to have is the new Avengers that no one went and saw to kind of, draw people in, and Robert Downey Jr. But like Dermy's saying,
Devil, you forgot the 90s X-Men. You forgot the 90s X-Men.
But the problem is they're not even promoting that much with them. How are they gonna draw people in if they don't use them? They should be out there promoting, but they're not. I just don't know if this is going to do as well as they're hoping for. I think it still will make money because it's still going to be Avenger and stuff.
I don't know about that.
I think it's going to have a lot.
The marketing is real shitty.
No, they just started production, so the marketing isn't even a thing yet. But Robert Downey Jr. alone for both movies is $90 million. Add in another 80 to 100 million, probably every other cast member they got to cram in there. Those they have and those are still trying to get. Then the fact that this thing's a CGI monstrosity. There was a picture from about a week or so ago of Robert Downey Jr. reading a book on set. you could see the CGI motion cap dots on his face, which means they're going to CGI the Doom mask on him. He's not even be wearing a real Doom mask. So this needs to be CGI heavy. It's going to cost a lot of money. This thing, minimum $500 million budget, minimum. That means they need almost probably 1.6, 1.7 to break even. This thing will not make money. This is not Endgame, Infinity War, $2 billion easy. This thing has got a long mountain to climb, and it ain't going to do it.
I think they're going to end up doing is all the movies are going to. They're not going to make profit with what I'm about to say here. They're going to make a lot of money. That doesn't mean they're making profit.
Gross don't mean profit. Gross don't mean profit. And that's the thing that fucking stands never understand. Gross does not equal profit.
Profit doesn't come in until after break even. So this movie will probably make a fuck ton of money.
It's going to make about $1 billion. It will make over $1 billion, but it will still not break even.
Mm-hmm.
Not going to break even.
It's because this is something else that a lot of people keep failing to realize. Hollywood, not only are they completely incapable of making stories, right? Correct, Theo? Right. Yeah. So to substitute, I don't know what I just said there. Shut up. To substitute the fact that they can't write, they think more money. So make more money equal better movie. More money equal good. But they don't realize that more money just makes things maybe prettier. Pretty doesn't put asses in seats.
Yeah, well, and the more expensive the movie gets, the safer they have to be. So now they can't take any risks. Like the thing is, like, working with people who are actually creative is they don't like to stick to schedules, and they don't like to wake up before 10 a.m. And they're temperamental and they're moody. And all of that is financial risk. So if you're a studio head, you're spending $1 billion to make a fucking movie. You want it to be 100% winning formula, and you got to make it appeal to as many people as possible. And if you make it appeal to everyone, you make it appeal to no one. And right now, since they have no creativity, all they've got is like nostalgia bait. Hey, remember RDJ? You liked him. He's back. You liked that. Please love us again. It's like when I told my ex I went to therapy.
Jesus Christ. Everybody just wants this shit to work out, and it's not going to work out anymore.
I don't.
And
I want it to fail.
Well, like everybody who we hate wants it to work, and it's not working. It's the same people that ultimately came to me and openly said, Doctor Who's not getting canceled, guys, because it's in the contract that they were going to wait until after season 2, no matter what, even though nobody knows what that contract says. But we have to say goodbye to somebody because he's gay and a fag. Devil, where are you going?
Can
you at least have energy?
Haven't so far. What the fuck are you expecting? Catch me on the pub later. I've got to go get some stuff done, and yeah, see you guys later.
He's gonna go see a man.
Bye, Devil. Everything's great. Okay, now that Eeyore's gone, Jesus fucking Christ, where's that energy, people?
What are you talking about? You got Eeyore 2 right here.
Oh, that's right. That's yeah.
Got a lot of Eeyores here.
I'm just. I started thinking, oh yeah, we still have Cloud here, and then I was like, I could do something really bad and get that over with. Just end it. How would herpes do with you, Cloud?
What?
What?
I don't know. But Adam, because we know that Marvel's delaying Doomsday and all that
back
stuff.
on topic? Okay.
Yeah, we're back on topic. There is something, though. There's people saying that that's actually a good idea. Outside of the fact that they're losing money, it's all going to blow up in their faces at the end of the day. There are people saying that it's a good idea to delay it.
Well, they
because it can promote a Star Wars movie.
Oh God. I see that little fucking bastard's silhouette there.
Marvel delaying Avengers Doomsday is a major positive for an upcoming Star Wars project. Here's why. Because they're delaying Avengers, we could possibly have the Grogu movie, I'm willing to bet, do well.
No. This movie is going to be a different type of disaster.
The Mandalorian Grogu will now face significantly less competition.
God help me.
This will potentially
All right.
proof that Disney has finally fallen with Star Wars, because they had a bunch of people show up because of Grogu. And I could see this, like, it's been so long. It's been so long. I could see people just not showing up for this.
Well, Alf, I could do you one better. I have evidence right now.
No.
Well, I'm not. You are aware since the end of Andor that there is a stand civil war going on. Are you aware of this?
Vaguely, yes.
All the stands are fighting with each other because the Andor elitists who think they're the true Star Wars fans now, they think they're the ones who are carrying the flame of Star Wars. They're calling those who are fans of Filoniverse, Mandoverse, the retards. And they're bemoaning the fact that all they have left to look forward to now that the genius Tony Gilroy is done. What are we? Oh, woe is us. All we have is Filoni left. It's terrible. So they're all attacking each other.
They're all retards.
I'm sorry, Mr. Robot. What did you say?
Okay, I thought that was me. I didn't know that was.
Sorry.
You guys heard that too.
No, I was saying they're all retards.
Well, yes,
they're all retards.
But these are people fighting for the front seat of the short bus right now.
Listen,
and
I have something important that must be played.
So many retards. And you know what's the worst thing?
You realize it like paused mid horrible VTuber moment.
Fuck.
It didn't even play right. Feel bad. Feel bad.
Are we back to him playing that shit?
Yes, and $100, and I will quit bringing up VTubers.
Yeah.
Someone please God pay $100.
So yeah, Mando Grogu is not going to do well, and unfortunately, when the time comes, due to certain circumstances, I have to write a true positive review of it before I can write my real review.
Here. You know what? I don't want to watch any of this shit. I'll do the same thing as Adam for the exact same amount of money.
Yeah, that was at like the $700 mark of that little thing.
Okay, for $600, I'll do the exact same thing.
We were climbing.
I will write a positive review for
We had to climb that mountain for me to get to that.
You know what? Here, I'll do it better. I'll record a positive review for Mandalorian and Grogu. I will do it as positive as I possibly could be, and I will put it on my YouTube channel.
You're copying me now.
Oh, yeah, I am doing it, but I'm doing it for cheaper.
Well, it's already done. It's my review is already paid for. It's gonna happen.
I'll do it, guys. I'll be super kind and generous.
It was actually cheaper than you and I having to hold hands at Galaxy's Edge. It was cheaper than that.
Yeah, I still fucking hate that.
It wasn't even my idea.
Theo, would you come to Galaxy Edge with us, even though that's already like asking a lot? And comfort me while I have to hold Adam's hand.
Listen, yeah, that sounds like a party. I'm into it.
Fucking picnic for me.
Who's gonna hold
party?
All right, that whole day is my nightmare. Okay, the entire day is my nightmare come to life. Many people
I got roped into this without even realizing I got roped into this.
Well, you're likely gonna be there, so you might as well add something to it.
I better fucking get something out of this shit.
You are. We're gonna be streaming it. You're gonna get super chats during that 30 minutes too. You will get something out of it.
Guys, I need some super chats to comfort me because I'm sad on this one. I'm depressed inside. My soul's dying, and whose dog is barking? I love how Theo slowly How you doing, Theo? You enjoying the show?
Bro, I'm having such a great time. I do think you would get more super chats if you had fewer gooners and more like hot chicks with their tits out.
Yeah, I thought that and I tried that, but the problem is all I could ever get is Cloud.
Ah, man.
Yeah.
We gotta get Cloud to get his tits out.
But
That's
By the way,
because
Cloud,
every
I don't
woman has
wanna-
a restraining order against you.
Well, I don't want to leave this alone. I am concerned about your chronic masturbation issue, and if you ever want
Oh, for fuck's
to,
sake.
if you ever want to have an intervention for that, we could hop over to Touch
You know
Grass
what?
at Theo Snodgrass. We'll have a home for you. We will have a struggle session right there in front of Jesus
A
and
struggle
everybody.
snuggle?
We'll get to the bottom of this.
Here, why don't we actually address this right now? Cloud, why do you jerk off so much?
I don't. Everyone fucking makes it that I do.
Cloud.
What?
You have a section in my Discord called Cloud's Corner.
Because you named it that.
Because that was where you were posting all the it was the not safe for work section, but you were the only one posting in there routinely.
Because
you're among friends here. You're among friends here.
Don't forget, that was the only not traction. The only thing that was going on in your Discord at the time. No one else was ever talking anywhere.
Okay, and what's your point?
I brought people there.
Okay, but there's also fears. Listen, Theo, we have a rule on this channel. Cloud likes to post links in chat. He hasn't been doing it as much, so applause. But if he posts a link in the chat, don't click on it.
Okay.
Just don't. Because of the amount of times he has posted full-fledged hardcore porn.
I have not.
Yes.
No, it wasn't.
You posted gay porn multiple times.
Fuck you, I did not.
Who posted Gal's no-no zone?
That's for her.
What type of porn is that?
It's not gay porn. It's just naked cowboys because she likes cowboys.
Wait a minute. What? You looked up naked cowboys?
Bro.
See, we don't ever have to force this out. He just tells us these things.
Bro.
$2 from Cash Caster says, for the silliness.
Where did Alf go?
I don't know. Cloud. Who posts the most amount of gooning shit in the Ballbusters chat?
Oh, shut the fuck up.
Who?
Your mom.
Kirsch is not in our chat. Come on.
We know you have a problem, okay? And we're here to address it. So we've come together like Adam, Alf.
I'm not here to
best
help.
Friends. No,
I'm
shut
not
up.
here to help.
Adam and Alf, who are two of your best friends.
Listen,
me,
I don't want to
who
be involved
loves
in this because when he
watching
goes on his
torture.
killing spree, I don't want to be anywhere near this.
Yeah, I don't want to be on that killing list.
You're already on the list. We all know that.
Well,
we both
okay,
know your
yeah,
names
yeah,
are both there. I'm the one on top.
You're at
We
the
all know
top.
that.
You're at
It's
the
the-
top.
It's the lipstick list.
The lipstick list is Dermy, Adam, Dermy, Alf, Dermy, Bug.
You've got Bug. No,
Dermy, Dermy.
Bug's
Well,
Bug Alf.
I
Bug is Bug Alf.
I think
Okay, yeah,
Theo's
Bug's
been
Bug
added
Alf.
to the list.
Probably. So, Cloud, what do you do in your free time?
Play Pokemon Go. What do you think?
What else do you do?
That's it.
No, in Cloud's
So you
defense, Cloud's defense, he plays some games on his PS5. I see it from time to time.
Okay.
Cloud's
Okay.
defense.
So, when you're not playing Pokemon Go, what are you doing?
Chores around the house.
When you're not doing that,
Watching YouTube.
so when you're not watching YouTube,
Oh, you got the
when you're not playing
action.
Pokemon Go, when it's late at night, everybody's asleep, what are you doing?
Stranger?
Because we know you don't go to bed until like...
That's what I'm doing.
Okay. Do you have a crusty sock?
No.
No, he has lotion.
He puts the
His
lotion on.
napkins in.
Lotion in the sock?
Cloud, how about this? Why don't we revisit an oldie but a goodie real quick?
Do we have to?
Bring up Clermy. Come on.
No, we're not bringing up Fermi.
Oh.
Cloud, you openly admitted on stream that you fell asleep once jerking off.
That Theo, we're not lying. He did. This is true. We can't
Bro.
make this shit up.
Listen, I've gotten tired while roughing up the prisoner and falling asleep once or twice, but I not during the act. I always give up first.
He didn't give up.
Oh,
He
buddy.
just passed out.
Got tired while choking the chicken.
Yeah. How about this one, Claude? How about another oldie but a goodie that we bring up every week? But Theo's here; he has to hear this one.
Yes, I understand
his
the lore.
specialty. His specialty is relationships and girls and women and making jokes about them. How's that Sasquatch?
Oh, go fuck yourself.
I knew this was going to happen tonight. I knew it was.
It had to happen. It had to be brought
It's
up.
your favorite dead horse.
Telling you, you still
It
got to
is
bring up.
my favorite dead horse, but Theo needs to hear
Yeah.
this one. This is perfect. This is right up Theo's alley. So, Cloud, why don't we tell Theo about the Sasquatch?
I'd rather not.
Well,
How about
Derry's
you
going to
do
do
it?
it anyway.
I'll do it. Okay, so Theo. At one point in time, Cloud knew of this girl back in high school that was highly attractive to him. I don't know what she looked like. I don't want to know what she looks like.
She
now.
was a Hispanic goth.
A goth Hispanic. So, highly attractive woman. Cloud, well, she moved away. She told Cloud that, hey, one day when I come back, we'll get together. Okay? Which, hey, there's hope there. So she comes back.
The part he was in love.
Yeah, he loved her.
I didn't say I loved her. Fuck you off, you and shit.
Whatever. He can deny it all he wants. We know he loves that Sasquatch. So she comes back and hits him up. Goes like, hey, I'm back. And Cloud being Cloud, he's so excited. He finally gets a shot at this sexy goth Latina. And he invites her over. So she comes over. And it turns out the sexy goth Latina is no longer a sexy goth Latina. She had a kid. And is fat, has back hair.
Oh, fuck.
And smells atrociously.
She didn't wipe her ass.
Did you hit?
Unfortunately, yes.
Oh, fuck.
He slept with a smelly, hairy Latina chick. Now, he says it's a Latina chick. Part of me thinks it was a Latino. I think there was a dick down there, but I don't know. Mainly because of some other stuff that's come out.
She is Hispanic. If I give her last name, you'd know, but then you'd also know who she is. So,
no, we wouldn't. Be like Gordita.
No.
Gordita.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, now the funnier part, Theo, is this. Not only has she had a kid, not only is she smelly, not only is she hairy, turns out she says she's bi. She says she's bi.
No. She told me she's technically a lesbian, but she turns bisexual when she's drunk or high.
Oh, fuck. Bro, if you don't have a dad, just say that.
Wow.
Cloud, why don't we let's we pick on you a lot about this topic. We have Theo here, who's a trained specialist.
Special tits.
Whatever.
Yes.
He knows he knows
specialist.
how to deal with this. Okay. Why don't we just peel back the layers on this onion and discuss this with Theo? So why did you do this?
Oh.
Have you considered finding Jesus?
Yes.
If Jesus isn't a Pokemon, he doesn't care.
Well, if Jesus is, oh no, Cloud did find Jesus once. Okay, it was at Chick-fil-A.
Cloud, I need you to come to Las Vegas, Nevada. You're gonna have a one-on-one consultation with me, and we're gonna go out and introduce you to some ladies. That's
You just opened another can of worms.
You opened another can of worms. Cloud, why can't you go to Vegas?
Oh, fuck you.
Cloud.
Why did I come on here?
You're a vegan cat. That's why.
You're a vegan.
Why can't you come to Vegas, Cloud? Do you not want to hang out with me?
No,
I also smell bad and have back hair.
He might fuck you. No, it's because his mommy.
Oh, well, let me talk to your mom. Let me talk to her.
Do
real
it.
quick.
Cloud, you want to? Why do we call you the vegan house cat? Besides the fact that you called yourself that, why are you a vegan house cat?
Why do you feel like fucking doing this?
Because it's funny.
I don't think I was around to hear this vegan house cat thing.
Because she controls what we eat in the house, okay?
Cloud had a medical issue, serious. Okay, I will admit it was serious, and I was
Okay,
worried about
Cloud,
you.
I get it.
Okay?
You know, you're a young guy, you're a teenager. Your mom controls what you eat. I totally understand where you're coming
I am
from. We
not
grew
a
up
teenager.
You just broke Theo.
What? Real quick.
Ask him how old he is.
Buddy, why can't you just get your own food?
Because I have no money.
What? Have you considered employment?
These are
I'm working
discussions
on it.
we've had multiple times. We've had these multiple times. We love you, Cloud. This is why this is an intervention. And by the way, guys, if you
That's
have
what I'm
like
about to say.
money that you want to give us to, address Cloud with us, we will. This is an intervention.
Let's
where
do
I
it.
will
Let's
be
do it.
making
Let's
money. Let's go.
crowdfund Cloud to get him out to Vegas, and I'll have a one-on-one consultation with him. I'll take him out
at the strip club.
He'll party with me, and we'll take pictures and we'll document the whole thing. We'll make a video. It's gonna be great.
So Kratos tried to crowdfund Cloud getting out to Vegas.
Wait, I didn't hear about this.
Yeah, he tried.
How much did he raise?
I don't remember. I don't know if I don't think he raised the money because he ended up getting told that Cloud's mom wouldn't let him go. But then when we went to Vegas, we ended up hearing that no, Cloud's mom would have let him go if he had the money and the tickets.
Yeah, bro, I think I could fix this. You just let me talk to your mom for a bit.
Kratos, the last time you paid for him to do something, he ended up getting in trouble.
Yeah, someone else can pay for his ticket. All he's got to do is show up at the airport.
Well,
Cloud,
apparently,
I beat up.
I'm also not allowed to accept money from people because I'd be a terrible person if I did.
What do you
You're
say
an
not
adult.
allowed? What do you say not allowed? What does that mean?
I'd get yelled at constantly.
By who?
My mom.
Oh, well, I've been yelled at by lots of people's moms, bro. You just take it on the chin.
What, after you had sex with them?
Just like I did.
Bro, I got yelled at by somebody's mom earlier this afternoon. What are we talking about here?
Yeah.
The thing,
I
yeah,
get
but
yelled
the
at
thing
a
with
lot.
my mom is that she just constantly goes at it and at it and at it and at it and never gives it a rest.
Who's fucking her?
No one.
That's the problem.
Sounds like she needs to get fucked.
That's what I'm saying.
Bug.
This is what
Bug-
did I
Bug's
say
fucking her.
earlier in the
Bug's
chat?
fucking her.
Earlier.
Well, apparently he's not doing a good enough job.
You know what? You're right. Maybe Bug needs to. Maybe we need to replace Bug with Theo. Cloud,
Yeah,
would you call
I'll take one for the team.
Theo Daddy?
That's so wrong.
Get her to fucking relax.
Yeah.
You know what? We'll send Theo to your mom. We'll see what happens. Maybe who knows? Maybe in a year's time, you'll be calling Theo Daddy.
Yeah,
Duke
send me
Dev-
out there for the weekend. I promise, bro. You can eat your own food. You can
Duke
come out
Devil-
to Vegas. Do whatever you want.
Duke Devil says, let's crowdfund Cloud's mom to go to Vegas.
Oh, little do you guys know that Cloud's mom eats like Chick-fil-A and Burger King and McDonald's all the time behind Cloud's back, but Cloud's not allowed to.
No, she doesn't. She doesn't.
So what?
How
I'm
you know?
curious because she said Chick-fil-A is unhealthy. What does she eat during a typical week?
Stuff that she made at home from stuff.
Like what?
Yogurt, cereal, stuff like that.
Cereal's not good for you.
Well, she buys
It's
the
a bunch
organic
of carbs.
Give Cloud's mom some meat. I don't want to do that. That's Theo's job.
Can we
I'll
get
give
this
that
going?
to Theo.
Hashtag give Cloud's mom some meat.
Oh yeah,
Let's
that's
promote
the
this.
That's the other thing. She bought meat, for like Memorial Day and all that, but now no more meat because it's not healthy for you, especially for me because I got high triglycerides.
I know, but you have low testosterone, bro. You gotta eat the meat.
Yeah, if you have you have high triglycerides, you could take medicine for that. Does she not have health insurance?
No.
Oh.
Cloud, we need to get you into a better situation. That's why we have this intervention here. And I will take super chats to help Cloud motivate.
But Cloud
gets motivated by me making money. So let's go.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Let's get guys fun together. Let's get Cloud, maybe his mom too, out to Vegas. I'll take care of all of this. I'm like a witcher for crazy bitches. People don't know this about me. A bitcher, if you will.
Theo, are you volunteering to take Cloud in so he can live with you until he can get a job? And
we got space out here.
There you
Cloud,
go.
we finally we're getting something moving for you. Okay, you can be Theo's vegan house cat.
Yeah, my cat eats a raw meat diet. My cat is like, yeah. Dude, my cat is neutered, and I think he has more testosterone than you, bro. I'm worried. I'm serious, bro. Your voice is like defeated. You're a man, you know?
Well, he's defeated because he's on here.
No, listen, the rest of these guys are haters. I support you. You got to come on Touch Grass, bro. We're going to build you up. This is what's going to happen.
I want to see him get out from under his mom and be the man he's meant to be.
Because I love him.
Yeah, let your mom get under me, and then we'll get you out from under your mom. You can tell her I said it. I don't give a fuck.
Adam, how do I pull up?
Adam's like,
you know what? I'll do this. I got something. I got something to help us pull up. 'Cause nobody's gonna want to fuck this.
Well, we're not going to do what I think you're going to do.
What do you think I'm going to do?
That's a man.
Exactly. So we all know that there's a Legend of Zelda movie on the way.
This shit.
Yeah, there's a Legend of Zelda movie on the way. And I guess today it got rumored.
Rumored. It was a rumor. We got to make sure it's a rumor. We all talked about it. I spent my time talking about it today too, and we all said it's a rumor that's been going around forever. No one said it. Let's make sure. Nobody has said this is true once they. We all said it's a rumor, and if Nintendo does it, they're fucking insane if they do it.
So the rumor is Legend of Zelda movie eyes the Hunger Games star Hunter Schafer to play live-action Princess Zelda. Now, I know, Theo, real quick. I know you're probably looking at this person and going like, you know what? She looks hot. You know, maybe I bone her a few times. That's a man.
Yeah, this is somebody who, when they go to the doctor, she'll need a prostate exam. That's a lot of surgery and a lot of drugs right there.
Yes. This is a man.
That's a dude.
So that's what's been going around right now is that this possible man, this definitive man will possibly be playing Zelda. Now, there is a caveat to this because I come over here to That Park Place.
Yeah.
It turns out that it might just be completely from Hunter's side. Hunter Schafer's Zelda rumor allegedly leaked to a PR firm attached to actor, not Nintendo or Sony.
So this is born from a year of his stands pushing this shit for a year.
But it's not just that. Actors do this all the time. They will leak that they're selected as a rumor, because they actually want the part. They love the part, so they put that out there, and hopefully their fans will carry it. So that's exactly what happened here.
There was a lot of this when it came to like even what's her name? Captain Marvel.
Brie Larson.
Yeah, Brie Larson potentially being in Star Wars as Luke's wife. What's her name? Mara Jade. Yeah, potentially being Mara Jade. You've seen Brie stands do that all the fucking time, so it's not out of the realm of possibility. But Theo just muted because of the dog. And I was going to ask him, Theo.
Theo, what's going on?
Theo, what's your thought on Zelda potentially being a man?
Did they run out of women? What happened?
There's no more women. We're out of women.
This is what is this because Harvey Weinstein went to jail? Is this why this shit is happening? We got to let bro out. He was a gatekeeper for this kind of shit. This never would have happened under Harvey's watch.
Yeah, I don't disagree, but I will say, I mean, this does kind of tell you that, you know, we've gone so woke that men just make better women.
That's your
well,
dream,
I mean,
isn't it?
Shakespeare was right.
Yeah, there was a reason. Men are just better at everything, even being a fucking woman. Probably can handle periods a whole lot better too.
Based.
Yeah, Shakespeare was not wrong.
But okay, so we know that this is a rumor. We know that this is more than likely a PR stunt. But we also know that when it came to Black Snape, it was a rumor. And there was discussions about that. And what did we end up getting from Warner Brothers? Black Snape.
But the difference is this is Nintendo. It's Japan. They're not for that.
They shouldn't be doing the live action movie anyways.
No, they shouldn't.
Wait a minute. Hold on there, Binky. Hold on there, Binky. A year ago, you were all for the live action movie.
I was for it, but I was not a fan of the idea.
But you were for it.
Yeah.
And you were all going, "Oh, Miyamoto, he'll know what he's doing." You were all on board that train a year ago. And
I
was
still think
yelling at you
Miyamoto
then.
knows what he's doing, but at the same time, I don't think it's the right idea, especially with the CGI universe. I also said that back then. How the two universes aren't going to be able to collide together because everybody was saying that we could potentially get the Smash Bros. Movie via this, and it's like, no, you're not. Two different styles. They're not going to merge. I trust Miyamoto, but at the same time, Miyamoto can be a retard. Look, I couldn't even defend Miyamoto this week when Kay was pointing out why the fuck is the SNES? No, it's the Nintendo 64 digital console isn't gonna have rewind on Switch 1, but it will on Switch 2, and it's like, why? Well, why are you doing that? That's a retarded prospect. Well, they get money now, Cloud. It's just retarded. It's not money. It's retarded.
More
That's
money.
all it is.
More money.
It's just retarded. That's all it is. So
I'm just saying.
involved. So
I'm just
Sony
saying.
Could be,
Japanese culture is not on board with this. They're very traditional. I mean, they have their weird porn, but
entirely.
But you know what I mean.
They're not against it, but they're also not for it because, as Adam can attest to, Bon Clay exists.
Yeah, they have weird porn, but they're not.
That's not porn.
No, well, I know what I'm saying though is Japanese have their weird porn, but I don't think they're on board with this culturally speaking.
They're not. Again, they're not for or against, but they also will call it out. Alpha Omega for $5 says Cloud, the only man who is still has his V card, but is still somehow pussy whipped by his mom. Wait, the only man
not a
who's
virgin.
Still, we don't really.
He slept with a Sasquatch. We explained that.
Well, did he though?
Listen, shut up. It was I slept with more than just the Sasquatch.
Yeah, fat chicks too.
Yeah.
Even he laughed at that.
That's just more cushion for the pushing, though. So yeah,
Why the
Cloud
fuck
has
do
it
I
high.
bother?
Hey, there's nothing wrong with fat chicks. I've been with one.
Cloud, we're
Yeah,
men
they gotta
here.
pay.
We bust each other's balls. I literally have been called
Fatty,
gay and had people
hey.
say that I would love Hunter Avalon. Not
Hey,
Hunter Avalon,
fatties
that's somebody
work
else.
for it.
Hunter Schaefer.
I mean, you would.
I mean, fatties work for it. I mean,
It
Jeremy
really
works for
depends.
it.
Post-op or pre-op. I ain't going nowhere near a pseudo vagina. Fuck that shit.
A fake vagina.
Theo, would you fuck a pseudo vagina?
No way. No way. No, I'd rather have the dick, to be honest with you.
An inverted penis.
No, I'd rather have the functioning dick than the pseudo vagina. No.
Yeah.
That's
You would
basically
rather
a
sleep
hatchet
with a
wound.
man with a dick instead of a pseudo
Yeah.
vagina.
I'd rather have a man who is just owning it than like a man with like fake tits and a dick trying to convince me as
and a
woman.
wound
That's
between his
disingenuous.
legs.
Exactly.
Yeah, no good. No
Yeah, there's
good.
nothing
Because
there.
looking at it would make me uncomfortable. I don't know how you could maintain an erection if you're looking at a fucking wound like that, you know?
Yeah, because they
Here-
have to take antibiotics for the rest of their life to keep it from
They have
getting
to-
infected.
They have to shove shit into their fucking vagina to keep it from closing.
Ugh.
Real quick, Alpha Omega. Japanese companies want good ESG and DEI scores too. Alf just changed his thing and it threw me off. Yeah, that is a thing that there are companies trying to get into ESG over in Japan. I don't know how that's working out over there and DEI shit. But what I will say is Sony's involved and Sony is retarded. How many good Sony movies have there been recently? Adam?
None.
And then isn't there also, fuck, I can't remember his name. You called him out, the producer.
Which one?
I can't think of his fucking
Avi
name.
Arad?
Yeah, Avi Arad is involved.
Yeah. Avi Arad is a criminal when it comes to creativity in the current day. He will sacrifice actual lore for bullshit to try and appease whatever the fucking trend is.
So there's a lot of bad things going on with this movie. I want to trust Nintendo and Miyamoto. I want to trust them, but there's a lot of bad things. Again, live action. Why live action?
Yeah, why does it have to be live action?
It would make more sense to do CGI.
Yeah, especially since they did a Mario CGI movie, they could do a crossover.
Yeah, because remember the original rumor was that they wanted to do the Smash Bros. Universe, do a big universe crossover and do all this, but we haven't heard anything going on there. Which, Jesus Christ, why the fuck? But Cloud, here's my question. Okay, would you fuck Hunter here?
No.
You wouldn't?
The question is, has Hunter had bottom surgery?
Yeah, that's a serious question. So, post-op or pre-op, would you fuck a pseudo vagina?
Neither. I would not fuck one with the dick or the pseudo vagina.
Well, I mean, let's play devil's advocate here. I mean, that's
look
kind
at
of
those
hot.
Tits.
Yeah.
I mean, those are as-worthy tits.
Yeah.
No.
Alf, would you?
Fuck no.
How about you, Adam? Would you?
I'd probably slap the tits, but I would. That'd be about it.
Kill it with fire.
I think Theo and I are on the same page. You know what? I as long as there's a dick down there, I'd fuck it.
Well, you're dermy, so.
That's not exactly what I said. I said I prefer the dick to the pseudo vagina. I mean,
Would you fuck her?
That's basically what you
Would
said.
you fuck her, Theo?
No, probably not. I would ask her a bunch of questions so she questioned her life choices. Then I'd send her on her way.
You would make her part of the 40%.
Yeah.
And the sad thing is you do it unintentionally. That's the sad thing.
Yeah.
Where other people, purposely try to do that to make them part of it, you do it unintentionally. Be like, so why are you like this? Are you
Weasel
okay?
said he's
And
clipping that.
You'd sit there, and the next thing you know, you go like, Hunter is dead. Oh, how? Self-harm. Stream Elements Derm Tard for Kratos or Kratos for $2. So give me a moment. Listen, I can't see the chat. I have to look over. So if I don't see the notifications, I don't see it. That's the problem right now because Restream broke.
It's funny. I see the chats.
You can see this chats on Restream?
Yeah. Dermy,
Yeah.
try backing out and jumping back in. See if that fixes it.
Let me try that actually. So give me a moment. How do I leave? That's the
top
real
right.
question.
Top right. All right. So Adam, how are you doing?
I'm concentrating.
This is a boss battle.
No, I'm grinding.
Grinding
Their
against trans
I have
people.
to get their pattern perfect.
There he is.
There we go.
Okay, let me move.
Can you
shit.
see the chat?
Not try to take a look yet. Give me a second. I can see the chat.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
Finally.
I forgot to mention I've been able to see the chat this whole time.
Yeah, that would have been helpful. That would have been very helpful if somebody would have mentioned that. Alpha Omega for $5 says super chat. Oh wait, or does that? Nintendo, Capcom, Square Enix, and Sony have a page dedicated to DEI. I can DM you the page. I do know about Capcom. I know about some of them. The problem is, are they actually implementing it? Stuff like that. So then over here,
Capcom's implementing. Capcom is fucked.
Capcom's fucked. Same with
Capcom, not con.
Fuck off, code. Same with Bandai, which kills me inside. But Dermy's parents for $10. We heard you weren't feeling great. So here's an advance on your monthly allowance. We'll be setting up a human slip and slide on the stairs. We'll try to keep the heavy moaning to a minimum. Don't be alarmed. The splashing noises are completely natural.
All right, Dermy. You gonna tell the story about the stairs and them being wet?
No.
Yes.
No.
And also who your parents
all right,
are?
it's time to make fun of you. You made fun of Cloud. It's time
My
to make fun of
stream's
you.
making fun of me. You know what? I'm gonna go authoritarian. No, fuck you. fuck you both.
It's because his
Fuck
parents are having sex on the stairs.
No.
Yes.
What happened is this.
They're
No,
having
my
sex
parents-
on the stairs while you're streaming because that's their only time to be able to do it.
So
And
Theo,
his parents are also Kirsch and Yellow Flash.
that has been born from chat lore. That is just chat lore. We don't really take that into account. You know, it's
No,
all
but your
retarded.
parents still have sex on the stairs.
No, they don't.
Why wouldn't
here's
they?
the reality.
They're a happy married couple. Why wouldn't they?
They have a bedroom.
Yeah, but they can do it on the stairs just to fuck with you.
Anyways, Theo, so here's the reality, okay? My internet went out because I had 2 kittens at the time. One of the kittens learned how to fuck with the router and to fuck the router up. And the router is down at the stairs, so I have to go outside, go downstairs in order to do that. So through cats, I was magically evolved to my parents are fucking on the stairs.
Oh, fuck.
Make sense.
Iron Oxide. Dermy, no, fuck you. So what happened was...
yeah. No, fuck you. So what happened was this. Listen, Theo gets what I'm coming at here when I'm saying this, okay? Because he always constantly thinks that I'm saying his story wrong. You know, about what happened with the hooker and at the karaoke bar and everything like that. He always wants to say that I'm getting that story wrong, when the reality is he almost walked out with a hooker.
Okay, she was a wrestler / potentially a hooker. The hooker's unconfirmed. The wrestler part is confirmed.
She had a pimp.
No, well, listen. Okay, look, if a teacher drives Uber on the side, okay, you don't say they're not a teacher, right? Okay,
Yeah,
so I think we should honor her profession and speak about her with some dignity. She's a wrestler.
But the same logic can apply here. Just because a wrestler is a hooker on a side doesn't mean... Well, no, just because a hooker is a wrestler on the side doesn't mean she's not a hooker.
Well, the hooking was clearly a side job.
She was there with her pimp and her other hooker friend.
Besides, I don't look like a person with money. I think she just enjoyed my company.
No, she wanted your liver.
Well, listen, that's not the organ I was going to give her. I'll tell you that.
Oh yeah, it was a kidney. She wanted your kidney. Manager is what
She was being managed. Yes,
yes, managed by a very large white dude who was taller than me. And I saw him in the bathroom, and he looked intimidating. You looked very interesting. And you walked up. Poor little Vaughn. Okay, I'll also throw Vaughn under the bus. Okay, I'll throw Vaughn under the bus. Poor little Vaughn was sent out to go find pussy for Theo and him. Okay.
Yes.
And Vaughn found the hookers.
He came back with a couple of sex workers. That's a skill issue on Vaughn's part.
I can agree there. That is partially Vaughn's fault. The problem is Vaughn ended up leaving the sex workers. You stayed.
No. This is what happened. So Vaughn comes up to me. He's like, Theo, I found some bitches. I need you to take the ugly one. So I walked up to these girls. I was pissed drunk at this point. I walk up to the girls. I'm like, all right, which one of you is the ugly one? Because I'm supposed to take her. And they started fighting. and so
pit them against each other.
Yeah. And so I just
you did get the ugly one.
So I just picked one, took her, whatever. We started talking. I was asking her, and she's telling me about her divorce and how she used to live in Utah and all this stuff.
And that's why she's the ugly.
And yeah, then one thing led to another. We were making out. She was a really nice girl. We were getting along good.
So
that doesn't sound like the end of the story.
No, it's well, okay. Next thing I know,
the story was
I think I'm crushing it, and then a bunch of grown men are dragging me out of the bar all of a sudden. I'm like, what?
Because
What?
you
What? I'm
and
chilling.
Iron were drunk as fuck. And
Yeah,
then
and
had to drag
you know what?
both out.
And you know what? Iron had my back. He went to go get the girl's number because he thought we made a genuine connection. Because he's my friend and he wants me to be happy.
Here's the thing. Alf. He keeps forgetting the reality is they're drunk as fuck. Like, we're not talking like we're talking on par with Dermy, sitting back at the table.
I would have expected otherwise.
That's how drunk they were.
No, here's what
it's
happens.
Vegas.
I have two gears when I'm drunk. I have horny and sad, and I was horny sad. So I had no options. I had to do something with those feelings. By the way, this is all really Gal's fault. This is the thing you guys don't understand. Because immediately prior to that, Gal had a very contentious interaction with me after I made a very funny joke that she did not enjoy. And she bailed out, right? Left the city of Las Vegas, didn't even say goodbye to me, right? That hurt my feelings. I felt abandoned. That triggered my abandonment issues. I had to go bury those feelings somewhere. And then this woman appeared in front of me.
No. See, he does this whole, the woman appeared in front of me. No, you went over there with Vaughn, and Vaughn ended up
buried
leading
it
the
in some other
hookers.
We were on vacation.
I was on vacation.
Adam, did you fuck a hooker on vacation?
Well, I did go to a Chinese brothel once.
There you go.
But somebody else paid for it.
Exactly.
We're just innocent men.
She was very nice. We took a shower.
I don't think I've ever been to a brothel.
We know,
in
buddy.
China.
You would know if you had.
Not really a surprise there, Cloud.
Never been.
All
to a
I know
brothel.
for sure
Been to plenty
is
of strip clubs.
Theo, you had to be ripped away from that hooker because everybody knew you were about to go look for like a 24/7 chapel.
She was really nice.
And a hooker.
She was really nice. And again, all this happened.
She was trying to get your money.
Well, Gal rudely abandoned me and said some very unkind words as she stormed out the door, called me an asshole, but completely unwarranted, all because I was being
calls
funny.
all of us assholes, so that's...
Yeah,
You're kind of an asshole.
Yeah, but I was being funny. She didn't give me nearly enough credit for that.
You're being a funny asshole.
Well, yeah, but I mean, that's part of the deal. That's part of my charm.
Sure.
I mean, honestly, she should feel lucky that I chose to direct my assholeness in her direction. It's a privilege.
Yes, Brad, by the way, this all happened Friday night at the karaoke bar where, again, to reiterate for the 50th billionth time, Theo and fucking Iron were gone.
It was the last day of the vacation. What was I supposed to do? He kept buying me shots.
They were drunker than I have been on several. Yeah, you want to know how drunk they were? They were so drunk, okay, that one Iron looks over at me and goes like, "Dermy, come over here." Already struggling to stand up and walk and talk. And he goes like, I want to buy you a shot, and just starts buying me shots of Fireball. I had 3 different shots, 3 different times, and on the third one, that's when you met the hookers. He walks away and then forgets that he left his goddamn card next to me and never paid for the shots. So that's how drunk these guys were. Like, they're struggling to stand up. There's times where I'm over there holding Iron up. He's a tiny dude, but I'm over there having to hold him up because I know if I let him go, he's gonna fall down. The scarier thought is the bar kept giving him more shots.
Yeah, he sounds like he's being a good friend. You're just complaining because you have good friends who love you. That's crazy to me.
Brad. They were drunk. Theo here almost married a hooker. That's how drunk he was.
Because she was nice and my feelings were hurt. Why are we getting away from the fact that this is Gal's fault?
Because I don't get how it's Gal's fault at all. Because Gal called you an asshole, I'll call you an asshole.
Yeah, she was rude. She stormed out without saying goodbye to me and then hurt my feelings. It triggered my abandonment issues, and I had to go deal with that.
See, this is why he goes to hookers and makes them cry. If you haven't heard that story yet, have you?
No, I have not.
Theo, so tell the story about you making a hooker cry.
Okay, I did
No,
make a
hooker,
hooker cry.
prostitute.
I made a stripper
A
cry.
stripper.
And
Not
that
the same
wasn't my
thing.
fault. No. Oh my god, I haven't told the story well. So yeah, we went to the I rounded up a bunch of boys and we went to the strip club during Vegas because it was a bunch of fucking autistic virgins and I wanted to see them see boobs.
A bunch of
for the first time.
clowns.
Yeah. And this is what I would do for you, buddy. Yeah. And so yeah, so we walk in there, stripper grabs a hold of me and sits down and starts trying to work me. And so I start talking to her. And I was like, hey, I'm a comedian out here. I do comedy about men and women. What do you think is going on? And she told me this long, sad story about all the guys who fucked her over and how she got here and how things were going really, really tough for her. She had a really tough life. She was a really sweet girl.
So daddy
And
issues.
then she took me into the back room to do her little sales pitch. And she's telling me, oh, it's like $1,500 in here. It's going to be $700 in there. And then she was looking at me. She was trying to like do her sales pitch, and then she like kind of folded a little bit. She's like, "Oh, you keep looking at me. You made me so nervous." And she was like starting to fuck up. And I was like, "Don't worry, sweetheart. I'm not trying to make you nervous." Like I was like trying to calm her down, make her comfortable. And then she was like, so what are we gonna do? And I was like, all right, well, listen, sweetheart, you don't gotta jiggle your titties in my face and nothing like that. I'll give you some money for your time because you've been really nice to me, but I'm not trying. I'll give you like $60. I'm not trying to give you $1,500. And she's like, oh, we could do the dance for $60. And I was like, all right, well, I didn't want to be rude. So then we start doing the dance, and she's trying to, but I'm not breaking eye contact, because we had this great connection earlier. So I'm seeing her as a person, and she was like, she started fucking up her dance. She was like not able to do it because I was like looking her in the eyes. So then she kind of like sits on me, and she's like, why you keep looking at me like that? She was Cuban. She's like, why you keep looking at me like that? And I said, because I see you. And she was like, what you see? I was like, pain. And she was like, what you mean pain? And I was like, the world's not always kind to beautiful women, and I'm sorry about that. And then she just like broke down and started like hugging and kissing me.
Existential crisis.
It was rough at that point. It was getting like really like intimate. And then she just like after the dance, she like walked away and like sat in the corner, just like defeated for the rest of the night.
You gave her an existential crisis.
No, she was starting to look at me like a way out. That was the problem. And she was like, oh, you're so ambitious. I look for a man ambitious like you. And it's like, no. No. Sorry, sweetheart.
So then, what happened with the other
stripper? Oh, that was right. So Vaughn Coleman, good friend of the channel. Comic book maker Vaughn Coleman. He had another girl who's hanging out with him, and then he got up to go to the bathroom. She looked at me and she was like, so why are you lonely? And I was like, probably something to do with my mom, but I don't want to get into all that. And she was like, and then that kind of took her, she kind of like balked at that. And she was like, what? You got mommy issues? I fucking hate my mom. And she starts just going off. And I was like, oh, this is a good one. So
Daddy and mommy issues.
Yeah, so Vaughn comes back and we're still talking about my mommy issues. And I'm like, and Vaughn's like, well, why haven't you told me about your mommy issues? I was like, bro, you weren't naked when you asked. I'm very open with naked women. I like to have conversations, right? And so I asked her the same questions I was kind of asking the other girls, like, hey, I do comedy out here. Because Vaughn told her we do a podcast. And I was like, well, it's not that kind of podcast. Okay, it's exactly that kind of podcast, but that doesn't give you the right to judge me. And we're just talking, and she said she would do the podcast, which is great. Then we were talking. I asked her what she thought, and she was like, I think men are evil, and they are the worst people. They do all the crimes. And she just starts going off. And she said that I had toxic masculinity and misogyny. And she said my worldview was based on anger. And I'm just sitting there just absorbing this. Right. And I'm like, right. And then I paused. I was like, wait, but don't you feel like your worldview is based on anger? And then she stopped and like short circuited. And I started laughing. And so she turns to Vaughn's like, all right, you can buy another dance or not. And Vaughn was about to say no. And I was like, Vaughn, the lady's giving us a lot of her time. Why don't you go buy another dance? And so he did. Here's the thing. Not only did he not have enough money to pay her, so he had to cash app her. So that happened. But while she's jiggling her asshole in his face, she's like, your friend Theo is really misogynistic. Like the whole time is just lecturing him about the misogyny. And I was like, the worst, honestly, the most controversial thing I probably said to her was, I think men and women should get along. She hated that. She was like, men are evil. We can't get along with them.
Even though I'm a stripper and I get money because of men.
Yeah, misogyny, yet she's shaking her asshole in front of people's faces.
Yeah. Yeah, it was fun.
Okay, new plan for
sense.
next year. Moderate so I can join in and actually watch this shit show. You saw part of the shit show, Brad. You saw part of the shit show, but I got accosted because of Gal. I can blame Gal. Theo can't. Okay, because Gal stuck that hooker onto me. Theo had nobody do anything to her. To him. He played along. I did not.
You deserved it.
Bro, you just got to learn how to talk to girls, man. I can help you. Come out to Vegas. I'll help you out.
I talk to a girl every fucking Friday, Cloud.
I know, but you're not mind
Oh,
fucked.
go fuck yourself. You say you want these Clermy jokes to stop, but then you just keep perpetuating.
All right,
them.
show the Clermy picture. Just do it.
Have you seen the picture, Theo? I don't know if I
No,
have actually.
I'm not familiar with the Clermy picture.
Let me go hunt it down real quick because
Cloud and Dermy together is Clermy.
Yes, that is what we call it. Cloud and Dermy together is Clermy. Screenshots. Give me a moment. I have to open up the file because I rearranged literally everything recently. Oh, it's right there.
I know it's right there.
This was made by a friend of ours, Bug, who I guess he commissioned it. He woke up and chose violence one day randomly, and I don't know why, but he commissioned this.
Oh Lord.
That's Clermy.
We all know that this is an accurate picture, though, because
you're a lot fatter.
I make this no, it's accurate because I make this look damn good, and I would in real life too. And we also know that Cloud's 100% my bottom bitch.
And Dermy, we also know that you're a lot taller than Cloud.
Yes,
a lot.
Yes, I'm taller than most people. There's only a handful of people that weren't taller than me over at Vegas. Oh, I got a bot on the chat. Give me a moment. Delete, and then. Give me a second. What? I don't even have my fucking kick. Dom's not here. Where's my kick mods? Where are my kick mods at, huh? Where are my kick mods? Huh? Are you not a kick mod?
No.
Or you're not on my kick, are you?
Hold on.
You see
I'll
the
be
problem
there in a
Alf?
second.
Well, thank you. Then I'll make you a kick mod. Because I need mods on Kick, and Ariel's my only Twitch mod, but there's no action on Twitch. So, what have we learned from all these experiences? What's the underlining thing?
We're retarded.
It's Gal's fault.
No. You see,
that's what I
you're
learned.
still getting it wrong. You want to blame Gal, but I know damn well
I
that it's
do.
not Gal's
Honestly, she was supposed to come to the strip club. She didn't come, and if she had come, I wouldn't have gotten so much trouble.
I don't think that's how that works.
I think it is.
I don't think that works the way you think it does. Give me a second, Alf. I'm adding you to the mod team over on Kick. Yeah, there you go. Okay, you're added. You are now mod on Kick. So if... Oh, Jesus Christ, I hear myself.
Yeah,
Fuck
I hear
Kick.
you too.
It plays me again. Anyways, so now you can ban all the bots that show up on Kick because there's a lot of them and they're fucking annoying.
Yeah, the kick bots. There's more of them than Twitch.
Did Dermy ban Dom? No, I have not banned Dom. I am a Dom safe haven. Same with.
Did you ban Ariel?
No, I have not banned Ariel. I take in all of Adam's refugees. I'm kind of like I'm kind of like what is. I was about to say I'm what Palestine is to Israel right now, but we all know that that's wrong. I am taking the refugees that Adam is bombing. How do you like that one, Adam?
I'm not playing your game.
We all know that I have protected Dom, Ariel,
Nobody's
Sleazy.
banned.
Unban them.
Quit banning Ariel.
Exactly. Quit it.
He's banned.
Free Ariel.
Lies
Quit banning Dom H.
Propaganda.
Never. We do not lie here. We all tell the truth. When have we ever lied?
Walking lie, you fat piece of shit.
Okay, but I got one last topic, and then we'll wrap up the show. Okay, because I didn't know that this was released recently. This is gonna be a fast one, and I wish Static was here to talk about this. But we got Elden Ring Night Rain came out. Now, my understanding of Elden Ring Night Rain is
today.
It released yesterday.
Today. Or technically,
I think maybe early yeah.
Ha! You just admitted that I live in the present because now it is yesterday. You just admitted that. Ha.
No, because DSP was playing it yesterday. That's why I'm saying.
Was he masturbating afterwards?
Probably. Yeah, May 29th. Today's the 30th, Adam.
Nope, it is the 31st.
Today's the 30th.
I live in the present. You live in the past.
Real quick, Jeremy's inner monologue tipped $10.
I bet it's going to be gay.
Could be empty. No, wait, no, that's GHAL.
No, Dermy's inner monologue is always gay.
I was pretty gay today. I got to be extra fat to make up for my gayness, but then I got to be extra gay to make up for my fatness.
That's my favorite
But then I got to be extra fat to make up for my gayness, but then I got to be extra gay to make up for my fatness, but then...
That's the exact one when we first heard of it on my stream. We lost our shit.
Pretty gay today.
I couldn't finish reading it. It was so good.
Good night, Brad. Anyways, Night Rain came out late last night, early this morning. Happy Adam. This game's popping. People are liking it. From my understanding, it's multiplayer Elden Ring combat. I don't want to say it's like Fortnite, but free for all is something that I've been told. I don't fully know. I've looked into it a little bit, but it is what it is. But it's popping. People are excited. People love it.
It's co-op.
Yeah, it's co-op. But Adam.
Yeah.
I'm about to show you an article.
Especially
from,
I've probably seen it.
You probably have. We're probably talking about the same article. And what makes this article interesting is it's being made by game journals. Now,
wait,
Theo,
is this the 2 million copies sold or 2 million players? No, 2 million copies.
No
article.
No.
Oh, okay. Because they sold 2 million copies, which means made actual money, unlike Shadows.
Oh, I did not know that one.
Yeah. They're admitting in 24 hours, 2 million copies sold in 24 hours.
That's so fucking cool. How many players though? Because we all know players. Is the most
yeah, because
important
players. That means you're doing well. Players.
Yeah,
that's
players,
what real money is.
But Theo, do you know that game journals suck at video games?
I've heard of this. Yeah.
Yeah, they always want games easier. Yeah, it's why we had a big controversy last year and discussion that Elden Ring needed a pause button. Yeah, that was a whole discussion. So I say this for this article. Elden Ring Night Rain update offers solo players a helping hand not even 24 hours after launch because cowards cried too loud.
Ugh.
Note.
All right, here's the thing. Night Rain is a co-op game. It was made to be played with your buddies, not by yourself. You want to play by yourself, you go play Elden Ring.
Yes.
It's that simple. If you're playing it by yourself, you're a sad loser. So is Night Rain something you be done? You can play it independently of Elden Ring.
It's a separate game entirely.
Separate game.
Separate game.
But
Complete separate game.
Because there are the psychopaths out there who FromSoft Bros are FromSoft Bros. They're gonna do what FromSoft Bros do. They love the challenge. So because there's psychopaths out there, and this game was designed specifically for multiplayer, FromSoft said, we are going to implement some things to make the game easier for solo players. They decrease the amount of health that every boss has, noting that every boss still has an insane amount of health, but they're designed for multiple people to be taking them on. Essentially a raid boss over and over again, Adam.
Yeah.
So knowing that, and knowing that there's psychopaths out there, they were like, okay, if you're solo, we are giving you one free heal per boss.
Only one person who I believe could do it. Let me solo her. That's the only crazy motherfucker that could do it by himself. Because that dude has the ultimate fucking timing on dodging.
Yeah. that's prior to all this. Now, because there's other psychopaths like Let Me Solo Her, him, whatever you want to
Yeah,
say.
but it's him, her. I mean, and I believe
Yeah.
it's actually a chick. I actually believe it's a chick. Who's the account holder. No, that Let Me Solo Her is truly amazingly skilled. I mean, to have that timing down with no armor on and to nail that shit, that's incredible. That's the only person. Everybody else pales in comparison to that one. Pales in comparison.
But I'll just come down here to this first paragraph. A solo run, which is already scaled so that bosses have less health and offers a purchasable revive before the Night Lord fight for a measly 10,000 runes, was added for those who enjoy the challenge and taking on a game intended for group play on their lonesome. Fair play. You know, it's not how I best enjoyed the game, but Godspeed, Captain. Take the wheel, whatever. For those who were actually excited to take the game this way with all its struggle and in the name of fulfillment through overcoming adversity. However, their dreams have been hampered by the wails and moans of whittle babies who want the solo experience to be easier. But they're playing it solo and the game was designed for multiplayer, so they're already doing it harder. They want their warm bottle, a little bib, and for the process of actually overcoming the challenge presented in Night Rain to be low. This is coming from a game journal, mind you. The people that advocated for a pause button in Elden Ring because it was too hard. And mind you, Elden Ring has pause buttons and pause functions. But they wanted an immediate direct one. Because
how do you
having a
pronounce that word
baby
again?
Shouldn't the game journal know that this is meant for multiplayer?
That's what they're saying. And they're saying, well, it should have been played for multiplayer. You shouldn't be playing it solo.
Okay.
They shouldn't make it even easier a little bit for solo people, even though nobody could probably do it as it is right now, unless you're who Adam said, let me solo her or let me solo him, because he has changed his name because he ended up beating the boss for Shadows of the Earth Tree, who was the guy who was extremely hard. So he changed his name to him. Cloud, I'm echoing on your mic. Anyways, so unless you're them, you're not going to be able to play the game by yourself. So this guy is complaining that they didn't basically dumb it down for everybody and just for solo players.
That's so stupid.
Yeah. And these are the people that advocate for games to be easier all the time.
So if they don't like games, why are they playing games?
Oh, excellent question.
The game's supposed to be hard. Like, just play it right, or play something else. They make Mario Kart. If this is too hard, you can play Mario Kart.
These are game journals.
Animal Crossing.
They just want to play the story. They don't actually want to play the game. They just want the story.
Well, they can watch somebody else play it on Twitch then. They don't have to. If you don't like the hobby, don't ruin it for everybody else. Just find a new hobby.
These people don't. Gaming is not their hobby; it's their job.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then they could get another job. McDonald's
Exactly.
is hiring.
I want to read this. But Connor, what if these people are struggling to beat bosses on their own and need help? You may ask. Here's a hot tip. Go and ask your dad if you can use the internet. Shake the gent's hand and then take the on the boss online. Boss online.
You say that. When I was going over articles on Daily Dive today, I went over to Kotaku because we're looking for shit to make fun of over there.
Mm-hmm.
Their first, I want to say 7 or 8 articles when I'd refresh the screen for that moment, this is how you beat this boss in Night Rain. This is how you beat this boss in Night Rain. Games been out to less than 24 hours, and they're trying to tell you how to beat this shit because they needed to be told how to beat this shit because they can't do it on their fucking own.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but if it was done by any of their people, they don't know because they didn't get there.
It wasn't done by any of their people. You know that. It was done by
they hired someone to beat it for them.
But mind you, this is all right here. This is all because they gave a free revive. 1 free revive after every boss. Like every big boss for the map. That's all they did. This isn't a pause button. This isn't anything. And mind you, this is already incredibly hard. Much harder than Elden Ring. Much harder than anything else. And it's 1 free revive. I'm not actually gonna like react poorly to that. And the developers thought, the developers for a franchise that never make their games easier thought, we might need to make this one easier just if you do this very specific thing, which is play the game solo. That it was not meant to be played solo. I think that's fine. But okay, game journals are going to game journal and cry about gamers. Another day that ends in Y. But I think we're come to the end of the show. What do you think, Adam?
Oh yeah, let's end this train wreck.
Let's end this train wreck. I was gonna talk about Superman and all the shit going on there, but again,
it's fucking rumors anyway. I don't want to talk more rumors.
It is a lot of rumors. We don't know. We're not gonna know what's gonna happen with Superman until it shows up.
We have projections. I can tell you that much.
I think it's gonna do fine, but
it's not gonna make money. Its break-even point has to be between 6 and 7 as well, and that no way this movie costs anything less than $250. Yeah. No way in hell.
We'll see how it goes. It could be huge, but
it's gonna suck. And you know what? I said it last week. I'm saying it again. At this point, I want it to suck because James Gunn needs to be proven for the fraud that he is.
I want it to rock, but that's me. Anyways, Adam, where can the people find you?
All right, my channel, Renaissance Nerd. It is Saturday, which means Saturday Night Drive-In. Tonight, Jed and I are going to be discussing Star Trek First Contact, some real Star Trek. It's joyous, it's fun, it's great. No Chatterday tonight because Dermy's got better things to do, apparently, than hang out with us. So we are just going to still do some co-op. We're going to kill bugs and purge heretics. It's a good night. Sunday, also, my brain tries to protect me. I always forget it, but it's the last time it has to. Shooty Who's over this weekend. Forever. It's done. Crying gay black man is gone. Anyway, so check out my review for that. Monday, Dermy, Jed, and I will be doing our final Doctor Who Cares reviews because there's no Christmas special. Roundtable, 2 p.m. Eastern on Sunday. We'll discuss the week's events on our own. And every week, Monday through Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern, you can come by my channel for the Daily Dive as a Double D's, where you guys, the audience, are in charge. You make the show happen. You direct what nonsense I read, what videos I watch, whether they're good or bad. It's up to you. And as always, fuck you, Dermy. Come back to my
fuck
game.
you too.
Yeah, fuck you, Dermy.
You know what? I'm gonna start waving a Palestine flag just because of you.
100% fuck you, Dermy.
Well, Palestine says fuck you too.
Oh yeah, they will because I hate them.
Because of your lighting.
Yeah,
bisexual lighting.
I like my lighting. I think I need to change the color because once it started getting darker in here, it got really
gay.
Yeah. I still like the lighting. I just need to play around with it some more. But Theo.
You mean it's not always gay in there?
Fuck off, Cloud. Theo, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. Shall I do my outro?
Yes.
Oh, great. Well, my name is Theo Snodgrass. I'm a comedian and podcaster out here in the city of Las Vegas, Nevada. If you want to, I host a little show called Touch Grass with Theo Snodgrass. That's 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time every Saturday over on my YouTube channel. You're definitely going to want to check that out. We're going to talk about all kinds of stuff. It's going to be a lot of fun. Mostly we talk about girls over there. But we talk about other stuff too. We talk about any kind of cultural issues that are piquing my interest at that time.
Like people that chronically masturbate.
Yes, we're going to be addressing that at length. So, Cloud, you might want to pull up for that. Yeah, we're talking about that. Yeah, we're big. We're trying to cure the gooner. We're trying to cure the gooner epidemic over there. So that's you might want to tune in. It's gonna be for you, buddy. All right. Also, if you want to catch me doing some live comedy, I'm gonna be at Wise Guys Comedy Club tomorrow for their Comedy Rumble, and then at June 10th. I'm going to be over at the Cornish Pasty doing a set over there. So it's going to be a lot of fun. I've got more dates coming up, but I'll announce those later. If you want to keep track of all the cool stuff I'm doing, go ahead. Follow me on X. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on YouTube. That's the one we're trying to grow right now. Share my shorts. DM me if you're a lady. Thank you.
Don't DM him.
Please
He'll
do.
give you crabs.
I'm the best. I don't have crabs
anymore.
Yeah. I'm all shaved.
He gave him to Dermy.
No, he tried, but no. I turned him down.
The Dermaids would have killed them anyway.
Yeah, I liked him too much. Alf.
Yeah, what's up? I'm Horny Alf. You can check out my gaming content on my channel of the same name. Do lots of gaming content throughout the week. I've been playing Skyrim and Subnautica Below Zero. I think I'm almost done with Skyrim. I think I finished that the next stream or two. Tomorrow night, as Adam said, we're going to be playing some Dark Tide on co-op. Maybe some Starship Troopers. I think Smooth the DJ is going to join us. He mentioned wanting to play. And Theo, if you want to play tomorrow night and you got either one of those games, you're welcome to join us. But,
Ooh, very exciting.
But you'll have to be part of our Discord so you can jump in on the audio. But other than that, that's all I got for now.
Thank you very much, Alf. And yes, go join Alf. Go play games with Alf. Alf's fun to play games with. He makes everything super gay, though.
Yeah, it is really gay. Just like the stream.
Than me. Yeah. Cloud.
I have no idea what I'm doing tomorrow, but I guess I'll join everyone in the chat. Shut the fuck up, Dermy.
How do you not know what you're doing tomorrow?
Because I don't.
Low-hanging fruit. I'm leaving that one alone. Low-hanging fruit.
Yeah. It's okay, Cloud. You're amongst friends.
Anyway, Kratos wants you to see which movie won.
I put it in the poll. I entered the poll. It looks like it's Beverly Hills Cop.
All right,
so then watching that this Sunday.
Yeah, join us Sunday in the Fellowship Discord on Sunday. We'll be watching Beverly Hills Cop.
So we can finally tell the banana in the tailpipe joke, and Cloud will get it.
Exactly. He'll finally understand it, Cloud. I can't believe you haven't watched Beverly Hills Cop. You're a failure of a human being.
There's 4 of them.
You know that.
Well,
no, there's only
5.
No, there's only 2. There's
okay,
only 2.
There's only 2.
Only
Sorry.
2.
Yeah, there's only 2. The rest of them don't exist. And Cloud's a failure. Anyways, thank you guys for hanging out here. Thank you for spending time. I just realized I don't have my outro actually loaded up. So, fuck. I guess we're going to do a hard outro because I don't have that here yet. Yeah, I know.
You suck.
Anyways, but thank you for
Retard.
hanging out here. Thank you for spending time tomorrow. Adam, stop.
I'm trying to give you a visual thing for the...
No, I still have to
trying
say.
to fucking help you end the show.
I'm trying to end the show. And shit, you
Loud
fucking
noises.
Anyways, tomorrow over on I'm probably not going to be doing Saturday, but that's because I've been invited to go on Project Egg Roll stream, which is at the 8 p.m. our time, 8 p.m. my time. So it's about 7 their time, something like that. It's 9 Eastern.
9 o'clock in the present.
In the future, 9 Eastern and all that stuff. So I will be on there. I'll be talking with those 2 guys. I love those guys. So I'll be interacting, doing shit and talking and having a good time with them. But you guys have fun. If I do stream, it'll be super late and it'll probably just be Red Dead 2 some more because I like Red Dead 2. But anyways, love you all. You guys are all fantastic.